No.
Ryan's house.
That's me. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Blowhards episode 65. I don't remember. I'm Ryan Hess. Yeah, it's 65. I'm Ryan Hess. With me is Eric Pena,
That's me.
and that's it.
That's all we got today.
That's all we have for you.
It's all right.
We're
That's all
done.
we need.
See you next week. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep the chat up on the thing this time. Ah, fuck. And hopefully,
What did you do?
everything just works out. Okay. Fuck you, Mario. Idiot.
It's not his fault.
It's Mario's.
Mario's a cuck. Did you just mute yourself? Oh, you muted that microphone. Yeah. Smart.
Hopefully. Oh,
I can read it. That's why I
You
got
can hear me?
laser.
Sick.
That's why I got this laser vision or
So you can
laser
hear it?
surgery.
I think we need to move.
The slave one.
As you can see, I'm now a proud slave owner. So,
Is there any other kind?
of course. I built it myself. There you go. Try figuring that one out. Robot slaves. So what's up?
Oh, not much. I've actually
Great.
been playing video games this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I almost did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing more with my analog toys.
What's your analog?
Like Legos. And
You're back into your Rubik's Cube phase.
I've been playing with the 2x2 cube, memorizing the Ortega method to try to solve it faster.
The what?
It's called the Ortega method.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't name it. The one after this is called the
That'd be weird if you called it the Ortega method.
Whatever. I think it's called the Verasano method now. Actually, I can't remember.
What's
People
the
I don't know. Whoever made it had like a dispute, and now it's not the same thing anymore.
What?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
So
up.
what does that mean?
It means that I use more algorithms, but it takes fewer moves to solve it, which means I solve it faster. I've like half my time solving this thing.
Really?
Hmm.
What's your fastest time on that now?
Like 23 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 53 before.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, I can tell. Looks like it's really lifted your spirits.
No, see, I don't know, whatever.
It'll take a little while. I think it's
Yeah,
about
it's
7 seconds.
lag.
max.
Whatever. What I've been up to? Yeah, I don't know. I spent like a whole day at work because I don't do anything at work. Just like writing down notes and trying to use the algorithms that I need to do this faster. And I mostly have it down now. I still have a cheat sheet on my phone, or my main phone, the fancy one.
Oh
too.
yeah. Your burner phone that's more expensive than your actual burner phone.
Basically.
Basically, your lap. I guess it's
my
your tablet now.
my entertainment phone versus my communication phone or something. I don't know how that works. Whatever. Yeah, the phone with an actual screen has my notes on it and has my diagrams and such to figure this out faster.
Because you've been doing Rubik's Cube shit for like
10 years.
10 years now.
Mm. Yeah, I want to get a Rubik's Revenge, which is 4x4. This is 2x2x2.
So
they have ones that are 4x4.
So he's haunting the world. He's like,
I guess.
ingenious.
Yeah,
idea.
something like that. Some guy eventually took over, and there's actually a couple different companies that have done different cubes, and people claim they're better. Some Chinese, other ones that are like faster because people do speed cubing and shit. There's a whole
Speed cubing?
Yeah, there's a whole dimension of people that are just fucking off their shit and crazy.
I remember you had one that had like 16. Was
It was 7x7.
It was 7x7. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was just when they get that big, they have to. The sides are rounded because they can't fit that many pieces with it. Like if you rotated it and it was completely flat, the friction would make it fall apart as you played with it. So yeah, you can only do up to 5x5 with that.
Before you have to round it?
Yeah. Yep. But that company in particular, they do V cubes, and their rounded cubes go down to 2x2 just because it's like their style. Like they're the ones that came up with that, so they do rounded cubes all the way down. But then they also have flat ones up to 5.
I'm really confused now.
What?
So it's a V cube?
V Cube is a different company that does because like.
Okay. I thought you meant that they made a cube shaped like a V. I'm like, that doesn't make sense at all.
No, it's just the company's name. The patent on like combination puzzle things like this went away a long time ago. Like they tried to own this particular mechanism and they didn't get it. Rubik's. So, Mefferts also does puzzles. I had one like that once too. I don't know if you remember. It was a combination puzzle like a Rubik's Cube, but it was a dodecahedron, I think, 12-side thing.
I think so.
Yeah, that was neat. I want to get another one of those. But the thing they do now, though, which is neat, is if you look at this, it's not stickers. It's like each color thing is like its own individual plastic.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like built into it now, so that's nice because I play with it so much the plastic would just, or the stickers would just fade away.
See, when you give me this and it's like already halfway solved, I know what I'm supposed to do with it.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know how to get to where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
It'd be really boring radio for me to tell you.
No,
exactly
I understand. we're definitely not going to do that. But I'm always very impressed by people that are able to do this kind of thing. And I know that
The thing is though, is like people are always like, I'm so impressed that you know how to do this thing or whatever. I'm just like, I mean, I guess it's impressive to like memorize already written instructions. That's what I do. It's like, it's not like I came up with how to do it. It's not like I figured it out and then memorized it from there. Like it's
Right.
it's not like I look at it and know. I mean, I look at it and know what algorithms to input and like how to solve it that way. But like, it's not like I came up with it or whatever. There's however many permutations this thing can be in when it's mixed up, you know. But it's not like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like I came up with the formula for it. I just follow it. So like I have the rules memorized or whatever, which I guess is still impressive. But
well, I remember somebody like gave me like a really, really not simple formula, but they're like it's like move 3 and then left 1 or something like that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's
because every time I try to solve it, I always like move it twice, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where I fucked it up. I was supposed to go a little further out.
Sometimes. I mean, the most you ever want to move any part of a cube is 2, because once you moved it 3, you could have just moved it the other way once. That's how that works.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because yeah, if you move this 3 times, the orange is right here.
Yeah, you could have just moved it to
You
left
just moved
once.
it. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, you denote your moves in your head either clockwise or counterclockwise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah, whatever.
At least you're doing
I don't know.
something else.
I mean, it's like I actually looked these up for other ones to buy eventually. And I see like knockoff ones or whatever, and like, you know, on Amazon they like list descriptions for everything, and they're like super like, let's get all the SEO and like try to make it so this will ping everybody's like searches or whatever. And one thing I noticed on it is that it says fidget toy, and I'm like, that makes sense, because it's like it's like a fidget cube, but you actually do something with it instead of it just being fucking switches and like knobs and shit. Like you actually learn shit by doing this, or you know what I mean? Like there's a purpose, like there's a way to solve it. It's not just like
The spatial awareness thing that everybody's
yeah,
like.
for sure. I mean, that's why the guy made it, was to teach a class spatial awareness in a more fun way.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a professor somewhere.
See, that was not something I was aware of.
Yeah, well, it's not super important. What's important is that it's a colorful, fun toy, obviously. No, I don't know. It's fun. It's definitely fun to just like feel a tactile thing moving in my hand, for sure. It's not a screen. It's nice to just play with thing. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're doing that. You know what? I've actually not been doing whatever all that is. The what'd you say? Tactile. I've been playing a game that piqued my interest in a really, really strange way.
What's that?
It just came out for free or not for free, for the Games Pass.
Okay.
It's called Graveyard Keeper.
Oh.
And it's almost exactly like wow, I can't remember. Stardew Valley.
Okay.
Except this time, instead of taking care of a farm, you're clearly taking care of a graveyard. And they decided to take recipes kind of like from Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And just completely completely make the game much more difficult than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, but it's a lot of fun. But the game is currently not complete, which I came to find out.
Mm-hmm.
I spent like 30 hours in it already just playing the game.
What are you talking about this?
Yeah, because you're basically supposed to like embalm bodies and process them, basically remove blood, remove organs, all this stuff. So it's like I didn't even really look what it was actually rated. I think it's rated T for teen.
Okay.
Pretty sure, but I can't really tell. From what I was looking, it's really, really good. I just can't stand the fact that it's not even complete yet. There's like there's like a town you can go to, or you're supposed to be able to go to, but you can't. Every time you go there, you get struck by lightning.
That sucks.
So I'm like,
Because it's not done.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's also got like some really, really deep learning curve, and there's just like, oh, your first goal is to
Sorry.
The story of the game is that you basically wake up in a
morning.
in a graveyard. And
Not feeling like P. Diddy.
Not feeling like they did it
Got
at
it.
all. But So you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, where am I?
Hey.
That's weird. No, you literally, he goes, hey, where am I? And then a little talking skull comes up to you. He's like, hey, you're dead.
Oh, it's Zelda.
Yeah. It's
Great.
like, hey, you're dead. But now you're the new graveyard keeper. So come outside with me. And the guy's like, okay. It's like, I'm trying to get back to my wife or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's like, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to take care of this graveyard from now on. He's like, but I'm trying to get back to my present time in the city because it takes place in like, medieval times, I guess.
Oh, sure.
And he's like, hey, you got to, first you have to, before you do all that, you have to, here's this body. Go bury it somewhere. It's like, oh, you can't bury it like that. You have to take all the shit out of the inside. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do that.
That sounds like a pain.
It's kind of funny. So what ends up happening is you go inside, you go into the morgue, you take all the blood out, you take it up to the graveyard, you bury it, and then you basically, I forget what name. Actually, yeah, you bury it, you dress up the actual graveyard, you make it all look fancy. And then he's like, yeah, you did a really bad job with that.
Oh.
You should really get better at doing this if you ever are planning on getting back home. And it's really hard to explain because the fact that
this is making me want just a different game, but
no.
Like I really wish there was like Happy Home Designer for tombs.
It kind of is.
Just make it like, oh, this isn't like haunted enough. So, you gotta crumble this tombstone. I don't know.
So what they do is it's basically there's ghosts and stuff in the game. So
okay. Classic.
But when you take the blood out, the first thing you can actually take out is actually flesh, just flesh.
How do you take flesh out?
You cut it off.
Flog them or
yeah,
whatever?
no, you take the body gets on the operating table.
Flay
you cut
you
basically just flay them.
Yeah.
Take flesh, and then you have a chunk of flesh.
Yeah. And
it's like, hey, you can go sell that and make some money.
What?
Yeah, it's a fucked up game.
God damn it.
And you sell it for meat, like as meat. It's really gross. And that's why I'm like, what is this game rated?
Ugh.
So, and it's like, hey, that's your first mission. Go to the town and.
Wait, what does this game look like though? Like, is it like?
It looks like Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Like, so it's not super graphic.
No, but there's still, like, the content wise and the themes for sure because you burn witches in the game.
Yeah.
And they're actually alive. So there's that. You go to the town or to the little village that you actually can go to, and it's like, hey, I want to sell this meat, and they're like, oh no, you can't.
Expired says huge ship is huge. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it's fucking big.
It's to make up for large Churro not being here. Churro's like sick, by the way. It's not fucking his ship. Churro doesn't give all this fucking Star Wars shit. You either get Boba Fett or Grievous, not both. Grievous is a fucking jackass. I don't want Grievous on my show. But Boba Fett's, at least Grievous is real, not a clone like Boba Fett. Fucking crap.
Grievous isn't real. He's like a robot.
Yeah, he actually sucks pretty bad too.
Yeah, he's terrible. Because they taught me how to spin swords.
Well, not only that, but like he voluntarily like replaces his like weak parts with better robot parts.
But the robot parts in Star Wars are shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roger.
The robots need binoculars. How the fuck does that work?
Don't even fucking.
You gotta say things that are just slightly wrong for when Churro listens to this. Be like, what the fuck?
Right. They do need to build it.
I know.
And they have like little islets. It doesn't make sense.
I know.
That's not how eyes work.
And they have to speak out their chain of command, even though they're robots, and they could just like send things. Like, why do they have to talk out loud?
Like, beep at each other.
Yeah, why don't they just beep at each other?
They don't have email.
They don't have IMs. There's no AIM on. I guess it was a long time ago, so whatever.
AIM existed at the time.
I'm saying how they always say it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the technology in that universe kind of went in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we make robots first, but not.
The Trade Federation just uses
Internet.
Max.
What?
They just use Max, the Trade Federation.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're all shit. No.
But no. As I was saying, thanks, expired. So your first mission is literally, hey, go to the village and sell meat that you just found.
Yeah.
That you found.
And
don't tell them where you got it.
Your fucking human fruit roll up.
Yeah, it's a cube of meat, gross. And it's like
it's a cube.
It's a cube. And so you go to the town and try to sell the meat, and the guy's like, I can't sell this meat without a stamp, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you need a royal stamp in order to be able to sell that. And then he's like, where can I get a stamp? He's like, oh, you can go buy it from the guy that sells them, or I think I remember hearing about this one criminal dude that had a fake one. So
great.
You can go talk to him.
That just doesn't care. He just needs to be able to sell it to whoever he's selling
okay,
to.
so I got to go find this fucking. I got to go talk to this.
Shady business practices in this game.
It's really weird, and it's like, oh, okay, I got to go talk to this guy, and then you go talk to this guy, and he's like, yeah, but before we do all that, I need you to fix up I need you to make your graveyard look pretty because I need you to be in charge of the sermon. And you're in charge of a church.
Bizarre.
And it's just like, okay, first you have to get this fucking stamp. Then it's like, oh, you have to make your graveyard look pretty. It's like, oh, now in order to make your graveyard look pretty enough, you need to level up fucking mining, or you need to also learn how to make like crosses that you can put on these graveyards, on these graves.
Mm-hmm.
And then, not only that, once you get to a high enough rating for your graveyard, now you can actually do sermons, and then they'll be able to pay you money for doing sermons. And you want to make more money from these sermons, you have to make your church look pretty. Mm-hmm. And by the way, you still haven't gone anywhere near close getting your stamp because you just spent 10 hours doing both these things. Mm-hmm. And now you can finally go talk to the guy that's down in your basement that sells this fake stamp.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need you to go get me like the Necronomicon. You're like, where's the Necronomicon? It's really, really weird.
Weird. Huh.
But it definitely appeals to that part of me that is missing like more content from Stardew Valley, because it's just like, here's more. It's more fun. Mm-hmm. There's no day limit, so you know how in Stardew Valley you have to go to bed at a certain time. Mm-hmm. You're a graveyard keeper, so you don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. But you get tired doing things a lot easier. And that's basically, and even when you swing your sword.
I like that in Stardew Valley, though. I think that's fun.
I like it because it gives you like a time frame.
Yeah.
But in this one, like when you swing your sword, you get tired.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that you don't do in
Trade-off.
Stardew Valley. Yeah. And it's basically the exact same thing as Stardew Valley. It looks so it's just a little bit bigger. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff to do in it. And also, you can throw bodies in the river if you don't want to bury them.
Dope.
It's like, and a donkey delivers bodies to you, and he talks, but he's also a communist.
Great.
Yeah, he's
classic
like,
donkey.
The donkey's kind of weird because he delivers bodies to you.
That a bit on the nose, donkey communist.
A little bit on the nose. It's a little bit.
Little.
No, but he's at a certain point. He's like, oh, you can't. I'm not gonna be doing this for free anymore. You have to pay me 10 carats. And he's like, isn't that a little bit capitalist of you? And he's like, shut up. It's a really good game. It's just, and then, like I said, if you take the body and you don't want to spend the time to bury it, you can just throw it in the river. Mm-hmm. And the river, and the skull's like, hey, I don't remember where that goes. And it's like, oh, you don't know? You told me to dump this body in the river. And then the skull's like, I think it goes into the town. You should probably not do that. I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know. I've been doing that like 3 times already. And it's a really weird game. But it's
weird.
A lot of fun.
Cool.
I recommend it, especially because it's free on Game Pass right now.
Great. I think I just stopped paying for that, but whatever.
Oh, you did? It's for the best.
It's another $10 I'm going to be spending after I spend it for like 3 months.
That's true, because you didn't even have your Xbox plugged in.
I still don't have it plugged in. It's over there somewhere. Oh, no, it's downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it on display?
No, it's not even like facing the proper way. I just like shoved it in a shelf. I was like, get out of here. Well, because I brought it downstairs.
Like so many books.
I brought it downstairs and I was going to reset it, like factory reset it, or not factory reset it, whatever I need to do to like take my shit off of it to like let Churro borrow it.
Okay.
But now Modern Warfare 2 is
yes.
And I don't know if I'm going to play that or not.
Well, let me give you. It's $15.
So Modern Warfare 2 is back. If people don't know, they this game that we talk about a lot, that me and Eric played a lot 10 years ago, is backwards compatible again, and I guess the servers are still a thing. Mm-hmm. But like they're shit because everyone's trying to play it all at once. Because they underestimated how much people wanted this.
Shocker.
Yeah.
We've only been telling them for 5 years.
Which is really stupid considering they could have like brought this game back. Even they didn't even have to do anything. Like they could have just like resold this for $60.
I would have bought it.
Of course, everyone would have.
Actually, I bought it digitally just to show my support because it was $15. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy it.
No, yeah.
I just bought it like 5 hours ago. I still haven't played it.
Yeah, but yeah, like people are super excited about that.
They kind of snuck it in.
I like the idea of playing it again, but like it's not going to be the same. It's just not. Like everyone's in different parts of their lives and shit now. Like it's not gonna. We can't relive those days.
Oh, it's gonna be hard. But I mean, there's still a bunch of people that are still gonna play it with me.
Sure.
And us if you want to play.
I mean, I'll play, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did before.
I don't recommend it.
Why? No.
No, I mean I don't remember when it was that you stopped.
Oh.
That's one of the things that they'd never patched.
What?
Was the new tube.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fine because I never did it. But from my sources that are already playing it, they're basically telling me like it's the same. Yeah. It plays the same.
Right.
It's the same thing.
So why would I not do the same thing?
No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because it's pointless.
Why?
It's boring.
Why is it boring?
That's the most boring way to get a nuke.
What? I'm not getting it. No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm saying I do my thing where I go around and knife people until I die.
No, that's fine.
And
Definitely
just hit UAV and then the Stinger or whatever to shoot down air support. That's my thing. I was supporting that game.
That's all. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
need to set it up here though. It's downstairs. I need to be in like an upright position with that chair.
Yeah.
to like and like at a monitor like this and everything. So
I'm more than likely gonna end up playing it all day tomorrow because the secretary and her friend are gonna go see a concert. It's like that Evanescence.
Oh, you're off on Wednesday? Or?
No.
Oh no, just the night.
Just once I get off work.
Yeah.
And then their concert starts like at sometime later on. So I'm like, guess I know what I'm gonna be doing.
I guess I'll get it again. I don't know.
It's $15.
That's true.
Do you still have your copy? Probably not.
No. God,
Go
no.
buy it at GameStop. It's like $7 for a used one.
I'm not gonna get a used one.
You're like buy it digitally instead.
I'll buy a digital if I get it at all.
Yeah.
I think I have Xbox till like fucking January anyway. Xbox Live.
Yep.
Might as well use it.
Because I'm gonna be playing it. Like I said, depending on how late we get through tonight and how fast I drive home, I might play it tonight.
Become a road hazard just to play this game.
You have no idea. Okay, so
I do have an idea.
No, you have
I
no
remember.
idea. Like I don't remember how I found out about it today, because like I said, they snuck it by.
I can't wait to go back online and see people with that rotating skull. That means they cheated or whatever. Fucking shit.
Yeah, that was really funny. He's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be able to get that.
Have you seen people online like talking about this? Like people making jokes and shit. Be like, oh man, it's been 10 years and shit, and be like, people being like, oh man, kids today couldn't handle being in a fucking chat when it's Modern Warfare 2.
They could not.
I remember I saw some guy on Twitter that was just like, man, 10 years ago, Modern Warfare 2 came out, and it was the first time I realized what racism was, but it's still one of the best games of all time. I was like, damn. Or like they talked about the KSI versus Logan Paul bullshit or whatever.
Oh, the fake ass boxing match?
Right. And they're just like, yo, back in the day, now we can do it again, 1v1 on Rust, son. I was just like, fuck.
I'm so excited to play this game again, man. Like,
it's going to be good.
It was really dumb because, like I said, I didn't even know. Apparently, it had been out for 3 hours before I realized it was
Yeah,
out.
when you told me, I was just like, that sounds cool, but those servers aren't going to work, or they're going to be full of like hackers and shit like when I left. So
evidently, they're telling me they're fine.
yeah.
I think.
Boy, one man army noob. Here we go.
I mean,
Time to avoid bombs again.
That never stopped me. Again.
Well, it didn't stop me. Well, it stopped me, but I just kept going.
That's, oh my god, that game's so perfect.
Because two kill streak UAV, 2 kill UAV. Ooh. All I need. I only get 2 kills in a row before I die.
That's how we always had permanent UAV. But I found out like, oh hey, it's available, and I saw a picture, and I was like, hold on a second, is that Modern Warfare 2 being downloaded on Xbox Menu? And then my friend was like, yeah, you didn't know it was available? I'm like, how the fuck did you say? I'm like, how, what?
Oh, man.
And I didn't believe him.
Yeah.
I thought it was like one of those fake, that same picture I sent you is this picture he sent me.
Right.
And then I tried looking for it, and I couldn't find it on the Xbox website. And I was about to call him. I was at work. I was about to be like, don't fuck with me like this. Like, I got so mad.
Got emotional.
And then I went onto Major Nelson's website, and it was like, oh, by the way, Modern Warfare 2 is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
You remember that? I'm like,
well, did you see Major Nelson's tweet about it?
no.
He like tweeted out. He's like, hey, Modern Warfare 2. Oh, you heard about this already? It was great because like by the time he tweeted about it, everyone was fucking like exploding on it on Twitter. It was just like, oh fuck,
God.
So yeah, it's a big thing.
I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
Like, this is really exactly what I wanted. This is all I really wanted. It's really dumb to say.
I feel like I'm still missing like 30 points for achievements on that. I can't remember. Maybe.
Oh, well, double check it. I'll get them with you. Unless it's one of
Maybe.
those stupid ass like
No, I'm missing 30 for
like obtaining all the intel or whatever.
I think I'm missing 30 on what is it? On the first one.
Call of Duty 4?
4, yeah. I never did my High Club.
You never did?
Nah.
Oh my god.
I know I suck. I tried.
I loved Mile High.
I couldn't get it.
No, that one was an achievement that I was really, really proud of.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
proud of.
it's crazy. Good.
And then everybody did it.
Yeah.
But I think I can still see like the date that I got it, and it was
Yeah.
like fucking 12 years ago at this
Yeah.
point. Or when did Modern Warfare 2 come off? Oh, Call of Duty 4. That came out in
2?
2004.
2 was 2009, I think.
And Call of Duty 4 was 2007.
7. Because they did every other year for Treyarch.
Oh, right.
Yeah. There was World at War was like 2008.
You know, I feel weird because when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Really?
I hated it. I was like, they fucked up my MP5 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. They made it from the MP5 to the MP5K, which there's a difference. And then it's like, this is dumb. And then I remember we were all. I was like, I'm gonna go back to Call of Duty 4, and I'm like, all right, I'll just give Modern Warfare 2 one more shot, and it became like my most played multiplayer game ever. Everybody was making fun of me at work because I was just like, you don't understand how important this stupid fucking game is to me.
Yeah, it's great.
It's ridiculous. I can't believe that they actually did this. I can't believe it also didn't get more fanfare.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Have I played it recently?
Are you checking your achievements for it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I posted that. I posted some stuff on Twitter because I really.
Am I missing 2? I'm missing 2.
You're missing 2 achievements in Modern Warfare 2?
For COD 4.
What?
Yeah.
Did you get all the intel on it? That was.
I guess not.
Yeah, it's intel. That's what everybody forgets to do because nobody wants to do it.
I was doing that like over Xbox chat with you though, remember? And like my fucking game broke or something.
Oh,
or like,
yeah.
Or like no, Xbox.
There was one missing. Or something.
Something went like out. Oh yeah, because you have to fucking like shoot all the TVs or some bullshit.
Yeah. In that one, fuck. That's like in the TV station. There's like 150 televisions you have to shoot.
Yeah. No, I have all 1,000 on Modern Warfare 2.
I just used a grenade launcher and just blew them all up.
I barely got the one from Modern Warfare 2 though.
Which one?
All the achievements for that.
Did you?
Yeah, I have all for that one. But like there was one in that where it was it's like 30 or 31. I forget how many things there are, but there's like special missions you do.
Oh,
and you can do them co-op, I think.
The Spec Ops things or whatever.
Yeah, and there was one where it's in the favelas area. And
you have to fight all the
robots. Yeah.
The juggernauts. They're not robots.
They're robots.
They're juggernauts.
They the robots.
They're people. They didn't
sure.
introduce robots until like
I don't
10
remember.
years later.
I was playing with somebody. I can't remember who.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically like cheesed it for me by like we hit enough thing and like he like laid prone and like kept getting down and like I have to like revive him and like it would block the walkway for the guy to get in.
And you had to keep knifing.
And I kept knifing.
It was like, oh, I think I remember I remember having that conversation.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it takes 26 knives to kill a guy. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. That's dumb.
Did that. I suck.
Oh my god.
It's been 10 years and maybe I'll get a second nuke finally. 10 years between them. Probably not.
I'm just really excited to be the first one to get a nuke out of all my friends. I know the ones that are playing it suck, and you're never gonna get one before me because I know them.
They have a head start though. Gotta give the game a chance.
No, I would have already been notified. Oh yeah, gotta give the game a chance.
Yeah.
What was that from? Was that Modern Warfare 2? No,
that was Stuart playing Guitar Hero. He would play something on expert, and before the notes came down, he'd strum it really fast and get the fucking thing to be like almost game over, and then he'd start playing like a fool. It was great. Dumbass.
Yeah, he's playing it right now. He sent me
I'm sure.
He sent me a video because I told him about it. He's like, "Don't fuck with me."
No,
right?
Yeah,
I'm not. This time I'm not. I swear. Because I remember I sent him that message that there was like rumors that it was gonna be coming out like 8 months ago or like 10 months ago, or whatever.
Sure.
I think it was like when we were still doing the show.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, soon it'll happen, and then fucking 8 months later, a baby later from someone, and then it's like, oh,
right.
You're like, here it is.
Yep, here it is. Now we don't have to pretend that other games actually have good multiplayer anymore.
That's a great point. Now it's going to be literally, how long are they going to keep these servers up?
Right.
They better be for a long ass time because now you just got a whole new people want to buy Xboxes now. They're like, oh, I'm going to buy an Xbox.
Well, that's another thing on Twitter people have been talking about, or being like, oh, it's a fucking PlayStation 4. Like there's a it's like the shitty comic or whatever, or the drawing where it's like the feels guy face or whatever, and it's like perfectly fine, but it's like the crying guy behind it, and it's like at least it's like PlayStation owners being like, at least we have Spider-Man in a week, and it's like Modern Warfare 2 because it's only on Xbox right now. They only brought it because they don't do fucking backwards compatibility on PlayStation.
Idiots.
4. So whatever.
I mean, like listen.
But yeah. I mean, yeah, chose the right platform for that back in the day to be able to play it. Because I mean, there's people that straight up they're like you said, they're getting Xboxes, or like they're playing it on.
It's the dumbest thing that people are buying Xbox One. I have at least one confirmed case of somebody buying an Xbox One because of Modern Warfare 2 coming out today, and his name is Max. He's an idiot, but we're gonna play tomorrow because he bought an Xbox.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I got. It's really dumb because I make fun of people that get really excited for shit.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as I saw the news, I was like, yes! I was at work, I've got my headset in, and I'm surrounded by my employees, and I'm like, what the hell's going on with you? I'm like, nothing. It's fine. Get back to work.
Yeah, but did you vote?
No. I don't know if I got my confirmation yet.
Oh.
because I registered to vote like 3 weeks ago or
I
whatever.
can't talk.
Yeah.
I don't care. I didn't vote.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Why would I vote on my day off? Come on.
It's a Tuesday.
Who votes on
God.
a Tuesday?
I mean, I guess it was that early ballot thing, but I forgot to do that too, so it's fine. Sorry. And then
I'll only vote on years where they don't text me to remind me to vote.
they texted you to remind you to vote?
Every year.
Okay.
Or every time there's an election. Not every year.
Every year.
Whatever.
No, and then we had...
It's like, don't forget. I'm like, how about kill yourself?
Yeah, how about that? No, yeah, I didn't vote for this
Don't
one.
kill yourself.
No, don't. I figure I know the guy running in my district is probably going to win. He's the one I want to win anyway, so... Yeah.
One vote never made a difference.
Oh, is that for Futurama?
Yeah. Nixon elected president of the world. Nixon wins again, baby.
Agnew.
Yeah, president for life of the world.
Oh, man.
Or something. I can't remember. That shit's great.
Futurama. Have you seen
Yeah.
that new show, by the way, that he did?
Nah,
The
people keep telling me to watch it,
Disenchanted?
but yeah.
I don't...
Apparently it's like in the same universe as Futurama or something.
Well, yeah,
like
they're-
the finale is like they see like a glimpse of Fry and Bender and the professor in like a magic orb or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, oh, we got to make this thing sell. Let's reference Futurama. I
But
guess.
mean, it's not very often that a show creator gets two golden eggs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because he got The Simpsons, which is still going on,
Yeah.
and Futurama, which ended,
So-
but was widely accepted as a
Not only
great
that,
show.
but Futurama, he already got so many good, like, lucky moments or golden eggs or whatever you want to call it for that series. 'Cause that series was canceled 3 times and came back, and it hasn't had a bad episode. Like, it was
Yeah.
canceled, and then they did, like, the one season is actually 4 movies. Oh, fucking Sebastian. I can't do the jowls thing. I don't have jowls yet. Oh, God. I knew. Yeah. But yeah, that there's a season of that show that had fucking 4 movies as the season, and those were all great.
Oh, right, that's
Yeah,
true. That
yeah.
was weird.
Because they were canceled, and they still wanted to make them, or like Comedy Central brought them back for,
Like
they let them do movies or something, and then, yeah, because they were on Fox,
Mm-hmm.
and then they stopped, and then there was like a season that was,
Wasn't there one on Netflix specifically?
no.
Or am I thinking? No, that's Arrested Development.
Yeah, that was Arrested Development, which has 2 now. They just came out with a new season for that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I can't be bothered. I don't care.
It's
The fourth one was fine, but it's not enough to.
fifth one, fourth one. Yeah, the fourth one was okay.
Yeah.
It was hard because they were in separate parts of the world.
Right.
People, so.
Yeah. And Cinco de Cuatro can only get you so far.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah.
So,
I don't know, but yeah, it's a good show. I don't know how we get to this. Oh, because you're talking about the disenchantment or whatever that shit
Mhm.
is. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about it.
What are you watching right now? You said you're watching Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, which is really good.
How good?
It's like comparable to Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah, I would say. Well, yeah.
Because I
It's,
beat.
it's definitely better than like Game of Thrones, I would say. Yeah, because like shit gets done in this show.
Oh my God.
So, which I mean, Game of Thrones had early on, but then it's just like they kept getting more seasons, and they also have to go by like books and stuff. So there's only so much they can do. But it's just I don't know. Game of Thrones is a weird comparison, but that's like the big show going on. But it's definitely like, oh hey, this is a show on USA, and it's fucking better than everything they've ever done combined.
What else has USA done?
Like Monk and Psych,
Burnout
and yeah, like those are all okay. Like
Psych was fine. I like
I
Psych.
like Psych, but it's not like Breaking Bad tier.
Blah,
it's
blah,
a
blah.
comedy.
This is Holla back at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean
Sean and Gus.
Well, the reason why I
Sean
asked.
and Guy Buttersnaps. Or Magic Head or something. I don't know. He calls them all sorts of names.
Like JB Magic Head or something. No, the reason why I ask is I actually finally beat also Until Dawn. I finally beat that game.
Okay.
And Rami Malek is in that game.
Oh, okay.
The guy from Mr.
Yeah,
Robot.
Mr. Robot, all right.
And he's really, really good in that game. But did you ever beat that game? Or did you ever play it or not?
No.
Oh, my God. Damn
Sorry.
it. It's been out for like 4 years.
It's on PlayStation that I don't have plugged in.
Oh, my God.
Whatever.
It's really short, I realized.
Sure.
It just...
Actually, I forgot I played a game this week.
What did you play?
I played a game called Minute.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the picture. Or the picture that you posted.
It's like... it's only in black and white.
Yeah, what are we burping?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm burping
It's
too.
only black and white, and it's like 8-bit style, I guess, or less.
Okay.
And the whole game is like like isometric view, like Legend of Zelda 3/4 top down, whatever garbage. Or I guess it's directly top down. Doesn't matter. But it's this top down game that plays like Zelda. You have a sword, but it's also like Groundhog Day. And every 60 seconds, your character dies.
Oh yeah.
Or you can press B, which is annoying because in those types of games, B is like your run button. It's like I'll be like, "Oh, I'm alive, time to go run." And it's like it's like 1 second, I just fucking trip over my own body. I'm like, "Oh fuck, I killed myself." But and then you get like different save states. Like you unlock like a hotel or like different areas that your character would sleep in or whatever, and that's where they wake up. So it's like you can eventually get to different areas by doing like favors for people or like solving whatever puzzle you have to do or defeating whatever band of idiots is around or whatever. Yeah. And eventually whatever, I don't know, there's like these two guys that are like throwing arrows, or I guess shooting arrows, it looks like they're throwing them now, at some kid across like the river, and you can't swim, but eventually you get a thing that lets you throw your sword, so you throw your sword at them. And then that solves that. Yeah, it's just like it's a game where you just get a bunch of like key items to be able to solve different puzzles and stuff, and eventually you get through the whole game. Which, like, if you know what you're doing, I guess can be done in like an hour or less. Like, I can't remember how much time I put into that game total. Like, I beat it in like a day. And then there's a second run which I haven't done yet because it was the next day and I started playing the fucking 2x2 cube. But there's a second run that you do. And everything's in like different locations, all the puzzles and things that are like different conditions to solve them, and you only have 40 seconds instead of 60 seconds. Yeah, so
Jesus.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I might try that also, but it was a fun game.
Because I know you've still got a lot of stuff in your backlog.
Mm-hmm.
That you're just like, I'm not touching that for a while.
I keep thinking about Octopath Traveler, and like if I just play it, it's fun, but I just don't.
It's hard to get started on it.
I mean, I'm only so far into it or whatever. Like, I'm just starting everyone's chapter 2s, and I'm just like, and I see Sebastian in our Discord, like, getting through it and being like, oh, look, I'm done with like 7 of them now. I'm like, that's cool. I just don't care. Like, I don't know. And I think part of it, it's like a strength for the game, but I also kind of don't like it, where it's like everyone has like their own story to do, but there's not like a thing tying them all together. It's just like, oh, all these characters together just to help each other out. Like, there's not like, which I would hate it if there was some like, oh, here's like this end of the world thing or whatever. But it's just like, there's no reason for these characters to like interact, or there's no like final boss.
The stories seem very mundane. Like, it's just
like the story, the individual stories are neat, but it's just like there's no like overall goal or like why these characters are together.
That's what I'm saying. Like, mundane basically just means like, here's this girl and she wants to become like Tressa, for example. It's like, oh, she wants to be a well-known traveler and trader. Right. So here we go. Like, that sort of thing. And like, Ulbrich has, like, you know, the interesting story of like, oh, I'm trying to get revenge for, you know, this thing that I failed back when I was a knight for the king. Yeah, one of his friends betrayed the kingdom or something. There's not like an ultimate weapon somewhere behind there. No. Or like, or at least as far as I know. I don't know. Sebastian would know. He's probably rolling in his grave right now. He watches the show in a grave. That you curated or for your shitty game. It's not shitty, it's good. What the fuck is this? It's a spinny.
It's spinny?
Yeah, it spins.
What is this?
It's supposed
people see it on the thing?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Put it on the table and spin it.
I don't want to. Oh.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't know. I found it.
Get out of here.
It's got a hook on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So you can do some cool ass tricks with it.
Oh, right. Sick, bro. Look at my sweet tricks.
Yeah. You're pretty good.
Fuck. See, when you have a phone that's like this, you can just throw it at people.
Yeah, I noticed. You did that.
I did that to you once. Got you good.
Yeah, right in the nuts.
In the tip.
I did not like that.
The nut.
Wait, what does it say? Why am I in a grave?
Why is he in a grave?
I don't know.
Neither of our eyes are good enough to read that from here, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's like size 9 font. Like 5 feet away.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I didn't pay the 10,000 for the extra laser surgery.
Put this somewhere else.
Yeah, it's huge.
I know.
It like gets in the way. I have to like look around it.
Guess how many pieces that is.
I don't want to guess how many pieces that is.
Oh.
Just tell me how much time you spent building it.
I built it in 2 sittings.
So how much time between
so I started, I can't remember when I started the day before, but I finished Mr. Robot Season 2 and I was up till like 5 in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
From 2 a.m. to 5 in the morning?
No, I don't know if it was 2. I forget when I started. No, I was watching Season 2 of Mr. Robot and I finished that.
Okay. I was like, why would you start a season at 2 a.m.?
No. I was like halfway through the season, so I guess it was like 5 hours. Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe less.
That was just that one season sitting?
Yeah, and then the second one I started it this morning and then had therapy, and then I came home and finished like just this panel, and the stand is actually its own bag of Legos. So its own like set of however many pieces, 30 pieces probably.
I've never seen one that actually has like a stand to it.
Yeah, they're called Ultimate Collector's Sets or something. I fucked that up.
How much was it?
Like $200?
Fuck.
Yeah. I bought that a while ago.
Okay. What, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like when I lived at the old house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that now. You just never set it up until now?
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah. Also, I bought the same exact set for Churro 2 Christmases ago, and he still hasn't finished it.
I mean, I don't blame him. It seems kind of daunting to just be like, here's this bag.
It's really cathartic. It's
Put it
fun to
together.
just like do it.
Cathartic, really?
Yeah, it's just like chill.
Hmm.
It's the thing to do that's not staring at a screen, even though I did it while also watching a TV show. But
kind of defeats the purpose, I think.
It was fun.
Yeah, well, at least you're doing something with it.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't recommend buying something like this again. That's $200. Goddamn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
How much money have you spent on Legos recently? Just this? Oh no, you didn't even buy this recently.
No, like $30. I bought the Han Solo fucking speeder thing that's like half constructed or whatever.
Oh, the one from Solo,
the movie.
Is it the one that's like?
It looks like a fucking Charger or whatever, but it's like a '60s Charger, but it's like there's like side paneling missing, like intentionally. For this, it's weird.
Yeah, something about all the vehicles in Star Wars just kind of look
haggard.
Not even haggard. It's just they're not
symmetrical. That's not true.
No, like what?
Like I mean,
like the Death Star is symmetrical.
Not really.
Some of it.
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
the second one wasn't.
No, the second one wasn't even finished.
No,
like basically all the Empire ships are pretty much like symmetrical, or like the bad guy ships are pretty much symmetrical, but all the good guy ships aren't. At least not really.
I mean,
the only ones,
X-wings are fine.
X-wings are fine.
Y-wings are fine.
Those are made by the same guys.
A-wings are fine.
Remember?
What?
They're made by the same guys. We came to find out from that Last Jedi. It's like, see, one day they're helping you, the next day they help the bad guys.
I guess.
So they're made by the same people.
The Naboo starfighters were symmetrical.
Yeah, that's true. Aren't they technically the Republic though? The Naboo guys. Yeah. Like technically all that stuff. But when you see like the rebel bases, like what are those stupid little speeder things that they were doing? They were riding the Salt Planet.
The things on Crate, or was it Crate?
Yeah, Crate.
Yeah. That sucked.
Yeah, those things suck. Those are dumb.
It sucked.
And they're like.
But uneven. I mean, even most. I guess they have to be symmetrical for those though. But I was gonna say most pod racers are symmetrical, but they kind of.
Yeah, they're all fucked up.
Well, they're also like fucking 60% engine or whatever.
It's just two engines on like strings.
That one guy that had 4 and it crossed the streams and he exploded.
Oh yeah.
He was like that booger monster. He was gross.
That's probably the best scene in that movie. It's the only redeeming factor of that movie.
Nah, the Darth Maul fight's dope. It's great. Man, it's great. I love that shit.
Why?
Because it's great.
We talk about that movie way too goddamn much.
Star Wars? Just all of it?
Yeah, just all of it in general.
Yeah.
I watched Deadpool 2 again.
Okay.
Just because it's a lot better the second time around.
I like it the first time.
No, I liked it. I liked it the first time too.
I like it better than the first one.
I just paid more attention this time around.
Oh,
like there's a scene at the end where there's like a choir singing and they're saying like, "Oh shit, oh fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
That's great.
I was like, "Oh, they're actually saying something this time." Don't pull your beard hairs out. What's going on?
I don't know. It's annoying.
Do you have a gray hair coming in?
No, I just do that sometimes.
No. Way to go. I feel about that.
I see one like curl up and it's like in my field of view. I'm like, this has to go. I can't have them overtaking my sight.
You don't.
The other day it sucked. Sorry, people listening.
Yeah.
Just in general. The other day it was like storming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got a new car. I don't know if I mentioned that.
No, you haven't mentioned that yet.
I have a new car.
You got a new car last week.
And it's white, and I took it out in a storm, so now it's not white. It's like
It's
spotted
tanned.
brown. And it has bird shit on it somehow too, even though it was in the rain. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Yeah, my car has bird shit on it too.
Fucking birds. Anyway,
so thankful.
it was like
Ungrateful.
It was like really dusty and windy outside.
Yeah.
And I tried to go drive out because I needed gas, and I couldn't see like 20 feet in front of me. So I just looped back around and went to my house. I'm like, I'll wait for it to rain or something, and like the visibility will go up because it like, I don't know how that works exactly. I'm not a fucking meteorologist, but eventually it did rain for like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh cool, I can see now. And then like somewhere in that time, like the power went out here for like 0.1 seconds. Like if I blinked, I would have missed it. And I was like, what the fuck? Power just went out. Like it was like boop, and like it was back on. I was like, okay. Great. And then eventually it rained and I could see again. I'm like, okay, cool. Time to go get gas. And I go to the gas station. They're like, hey, remember that when it went out, the power went out for like 0.1 seconds? That fucked up our gas things. Now we can't sell you gas. I'm like, fuck. So like I waited all this time to get gas and it's like, nah, you can't get gas. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
At least you have better gas mileage than this car.
I think it's about the same.
No, this car's better, I promise you.
Okay.
You don't want to know why? Because it's not going to try as hard to push it along.
Oh.
Yeah, your car.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Oh, we'll see again in 10 years.
Yeah.
If you maintain it well.
I don't know, a little less, how long?
I'm sure it will. What year is it?
2013.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
70,000 miles.
Yeah,
It's about half.
It's probably a rental. It'll run just fine.
Whatever.
You'll be
Anyway,
right.
yeah, so that sucked.
I'm glad. I'm glad
that
I'm
I couldn't
glad,
get
I'm glad
gas.
it sucked. What else were you going to do?
I just wanted gas. I needed to get gas.
You got to go straight. I came straight from. Every time I come here now,
Yeah.
I only fill up every time right before the show
Okay.
because it lasts me like 2 weeks up until I
Smart.
I literally have half a gallon left in my tank by the time I get to that quick trip down the street. It's like my fuel gauge is like, you're running out of gas, so you got to get in here quick.
Huh.
And that's how I know that I need to refill on it. And it's a straight shot from the quick trip to here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best thing in the world. I just cruise along.
I'm waiting until they start to notice me in there.
What?
There's like, oh hey, it's this guy again. Like weird cave troll coming.
There's
out
like a
of his
really,
house.
really.
Yeah, I can
buff-dude in
I
there.
can see it from my house, or I can see it like it's like if they ask me, be like, why you come here so much? I'd be like, I can see my house from here.
It's right there.
Yeah, right past the haunted hospital.
It's not haunted. You keep saying
it's
that.
abandoned, or whatever.
Abandoned?
Abandoned.
Abandoned.
Whatever. I had Brian correct me on some like English word the other day. I was so pissed.
Brian?
Yeah, I was like, I got
Brian
you.
doesn't
fucking,
even read.
I got you fucking 3 years of Japanese. You can correct me on English instead. Why don't you fucking learn some Japanese? You fuck, dumbass. I was so pissed at that. I was like, motherfucker.
Why? What did he correct you on?
I don't. Or he was like, it was. I don't know. We tried to like get him on something because he like used a word that sounded like another word. He's like, this is a word, I promise. This fucking Scrabble ass motherfucker.
Oh, were you guys playing Scrabble?
No, he was just talking about. I can't remember the exact context. It was like 2 weeks ago.
What word was it?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry that Brian corrected you on something. Was he right?
Well, no, we tried to give him shit for it, and then he's like, "Oh, this is a real word," and then it was, and we were like, "Fuck." Because like the way he said it sounded like he said something actually, like it sounded like he covered up for it, and he just happened to use like a word that sounded real.
Oh, okay.
So
you're saying he's lying?
I think he got lucky. Is
Okay.
what I think. But I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Brian's not well known for his prose
Or lucky.
or luck.
Lucky. Yeah.
Luck for sure.
Oof.
Woof. Rest in peace.
Speaking of that family, we went out to some bar.
Okay.
Me and Taylor, and she had us meet her boyfriend.
What?
Yeah, she's dating some guy named John.
What?
Shout out to that guy, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, it was me.
Sweet.
her,
Congratulations. I
And
didn't know that. So that's why she hasn't
Adria?
been here.
no, she's not here because you come here too late, and it's too late
Oh,
for her to
okay,
be
that's
here. Anyway, what was it?
John.
You're right. So me, her, and Adria all went out to this bar, which was in like fucking Phoenix, and I was so sick of driving out there because it's like my third time being out. Basically, like
Oh yeah, that's like that same day.
it's like that same area or whatever. It's like Camelback just off the 51 or whatever.
Who is that? I can't tell.
Can't tell.
It's too dark. Why would you use dark blue?
Hey y'all, sorry, I can't tell. I don't care. Hello, person. We're talking to you, sort of. Anyway, we went to this bar because like they were doing something, where some guy like speedruns Zelda, and there's also like a live band playing the music as he's playing it, which I thought was kind of neat.
Yeah.
But it wasn't worth driving 40 minutes to. I didn't feel like.
It usually never is.
No.
That sucks.
So, but like we went there and we saw that it was Taylor told us it was scheduled for 7:00. So I was like, okay, I can get right off of work, go there, and like I ended up picking one of them up because I was like, somebody drive with me because I want to drive my new car. It's nice. Like instead of just like carpooling and saving money, I was like, fuck it. So I pick one of them up, and then we take 2 cars there, and we meet the boyfriend, and like there's like it's like a video game bar, and they have like arcade cabinets and shit. We all played like Gauntlet Legends or something together.
Did they have the Simpsons cabinet?
No, they didn't have anything good. They had Beat Rhythm with the buttons that didn't work. It was great. It was like, way to go. They had Rampage. We didn't play that though because it's only 3-player. But
what?
Rampage?
I thought it was 4.
No.
There's Izzy.
There's
Lizzie, Ralph, and the rat. Lizzie, George, Ralph, and then
there's like that bat thing.
Oh right, the bat thing was like a bonus stage. Okay,
Right.
never mind. I can't tell who that is.
I can't either. It's sending us emotes of something.
I can't tell what that is.
Fat white guy, probably like me.
Oh,
But with less hair, just in general.
it's too bright.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we?
You went to the bar.
Right. So we went to this
Wait,
thing.
what's the name of this place?
Bonus stage or something, probably.
God.
I don't know.
People need to come up with better bar
They're
names
not
if you're
gonna.
into video games.
Yeah. Well, what would you name a video game bar? Warp Zone. Durr.
No, I'm pretty sure there's already like a video game shop called the Warp Zone. First
Okay.
of all.
Great.
Fuck.
Longland Ranch.
No. It would definitely be something like store related.
What do you mean? Store related?
Like something.
Like named after a store that exists in a video game?
Huh? Yeah, it would have to be something related to that. But it would have to also be related to Zelda, obviously,
Okay.
because that's how you would get it. By the way, I was looking through.
I know what I wonder if that would work as a bar name.
By the way?
No. Could I call a bar Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy? I feel like that'd be all right.
I don't think that's trademarked, but
I
it
feel like
might
that's
be.
too long, though. I feel like drunk people couldn't say it.
I'm pretty sure that people would know what kind of bar it is
It'd
or
be
what kind
great.
of place it is.
Yeah.
You know? No, I was saying
I love
I was
that
trying to
stage.
show
Goddamn.
I was trying to show my friend like what the stuff that I look at on Etsy, and
Okay.
I was because she was like she just shops on Wish, right?
Sure.
And we context. We went and got lunch today. And,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, see, you just shop on Wish. I like stuff like Etsy because it basically tells you like, oh, you can pick out exactly what you want. It's not just some like mass-produced garbage. And then I showed her the Zelda stuff, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna keep looking through this. I ordered like a whole bunch of stuff off Etsy. It's really dumb. I spent like $150 today at lunch. Back to that question in particular, the bar name. Fuck, what would I call it? What's something? It would have to be definitely something Zelda related.
Okay.
We just call it the Milk Bar.
Song of Storms. Oh.
No.
What's that asshole's name that does the Song of Storms? The one with the fucking thing in Ocarina of Time.
Well, his name doesn't come up until I
His
think.
name's not important.
Yeah, it's not really important.
No.
His name doesn't come up until like Majora's Mask, I think. Because I don't remember his name in Ocarina of Time.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
Nah, no, it really doesn't matter. They call him the Windmill Guy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Just hearts.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Thanks for hearts.
We call it the Health Bar.
Health bar.
The Health Bar.
Yeah.
It's a health bar.
What?
Except
Wait.
it's
What?
not for health. It's gonna fuck you up because it's alcohol. What?
Name it after the kids that do the. Oh, you probably couldn't do
You
that.
can't name it after kids.
Well, no,
The Bomber Gang. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that. I think you can call any place bomb anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
I don't know about that.
The Bomber Gang, or no? I mean, you get rated all the time.
Yeah.
On a Yelp. The bar. Fuck, I can't even. No, I think the health bar would be cool because you get like all the healthy people trying to come in. You'd
Oh,
be
I
like,
just got
no.
what you mean by
Yeah,
that. Okay.
it's a health bar.
Yeah, health bar.
I think that'd be cool.
Great.
Or no, I can't think of another one. That's probably my best one. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. I've only had one Ripple today. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so you were at the place and it was called Jump Up, Get Down.
What?
What was it called?
Fucking bonus stage or
Oh,
something.
bonus
I don't
stage,
know.
bonus round,
Bonus round. Yeah, that sounds right. Bonus round.
bonus round.
Because like round like a rounded
Yeah,
dance or
like
something.
round.
Right.
Yeah, see, because nobody's creative. Like me.
So we
Health
went
bar.
there and like before we went, I almost like I was like hesitant to go because like it's like, oh, it's scheduled for 7. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it's like, oh, it goes till midnight. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is it going till midnight? It's just
Wait, what kind of speed run is it? It takes
Exactly.
5 hours.
exactly. So we got there
Fucking
and it's like,
casual.
oh, they have 2 other people playing live music just in general before this guy even sets up. I was like, oh.
Oh, you could have told me to come in at 9.
Well, they didn't even start. Okay, so we go there and we started playing games or whatever. And there's like nobody there because it's 7:00. Nobody gets to a thing when they're supposed to or whatever. The people that didn't even start. The first set didn't even start till 8. I don't think.
Okay.
We go there and like we look at their wall of all the garbage, fucking dumb cartoon drinks they have. And it's just like, oh, it's the Scott Pilgrim drink or fucking whatever, or it's But I got one called the Golden Gun just because I wanted to be fun with everybody. And it turns out that was a mistake.
Did you say that was the banana one?
No, it was it was like some whiskey that had a bunch of other garbage in it, and they put like a wedge of pineapple in it and shit. I'm like, just fucking give me whiskey.
What do you?
Why are you gonna fuck it up so bad?
Can I just get a whiskey instead, please?
I got a vodka soda after that because that's my.
What do they call the
go-to.
vodka soda?
I just asked
The
for a vodka
Fortnite.
soda. They fucked it up though. They didn't give me my lime. I did not give somebody a lime. That's what it goes with. It's fucked up. They didn't
What?
give me any sort of fruit. I'm like, what the fuck? Either lemon or lime.
Gin and tonic comes with a lime.
Vodka soda is supposed to come with a lime.
Does it? I thought the vodka.
Everywhere else I've gotten it, it does.
Vodka's supposed to be like low.
What?
Carb. Anyways.
Anyway.
Anyways,
So, yeah, we do that
How
and,
much was the drink?
I don't remember.
Was it a lot?
Eventually,
Did you feel did you feel happy with the amount of money you paid for that?
I can't. I spent. Well, I got me that drink. I spent like $30 there.
Call it to the house of Sculptula. Boom.
That's a good name.
I'm pretty sure Sculptula is trademarked,
Probably.
but that's a good one. If we didn't care about trademarks, I'd certainly call it something like that. The House of Chica.
Yeah.
The Eye of Truth. Anyways,
Zora's domain.
There's already like
Drunkard's domain.
there is a Zora's adult shop somewhere.
I'm sure.
I found. I was like,
Yeah.
that's weird. Anyway, so you got your drink and thought it
Jabba
was shit.
Jabba's beer belly. Sorry. No?
No.
Jabba Jabba?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so
I want a bar where you have to go into it and you have to present the king with a letter and he has to scoot over a little bit every time until you can get in. You have to wait like 45 minutes for him to scoot over. Fuck that guy. What are we talking about?
Bear traps.
Bear traps? What?
Beard turnips.
Water temple?
The water temple.
Nobody want to go there. It's too hard.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So okay, so you got your drink and it tastes like shit, or it had too much junk in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was just crap. And then I got a better drink. And we got something called tachos at a certain point, which was tater tot nachos, which was garbage. It was just straight up bar food garbage. It was amazing too because I saw him go back to like give the chef, hugest air quotes of all time, the order, and I see the door like swing open because it's a bar, and I see the thing swing open, and this guy just has like a cylinder of fucking cheese, and he's just like pouring it on something. I'm just like, perfect. It's exactly
It's
where I want to be.
bar
Oh no, I was like, I would expect anything more or less. It was just right where it needed to be. I was very satisfied with that.
Was he even wearing like an apron or something?
I don't think so.
That makes sense.
He had like glasses and like I don't even think a hat on or anything. He was just like he might not even work there. He's just like fuck. Like he's probably in like his own cartoon like comedy sketch or whatever. He's like, oh fuck, I got stuck back here. Now I have to make everyone's bar food.
Was he like Kramer?
Sure, something. It was weird.
Or he's like Joe from Arrested Development.
Sure.
He just gets caught.
But yeah, that was whatever. And then like eventually the first band played and they were okay. They had like guitars and like saxophone and shit. But it wasn't bad.
Wasn't?
Well, compared to the next band.
Oh, it sure
So
sounds bad.
the next band came on, and like in between every song, first of all, it took them like fucking 45 minutes to set up, and then like in between every song, like it was like when you put a microphone next to the speaker it's plugged into type of feedback, where it's like it's like super high pitched and like
really
bullshit.
bad feedback,
right? And it was like that for every song, and like in between them, I'm like I gotta go outside. I need like fresh air or something. Like I don't know. I'm fat.
I need fresh air for my ears.
I'm fat and it's hot or something. I don't know. I made up excuses. It's just nice to go outside, even though people are smoking out there. It's not fresh air at all. But I go out there and I check my email and it's like, oh, I have like a thing I have to do for a job offer. That's cool. I'm gonna use that as an excuse to leave, which I did because I had to do this like job assessment thing for a job I applied for before midnight. And I was like, I'm gonna go because I brought my own car.
Yeah.
Like,
Good luck getting back, whatever.
Yeah, so I haven't heard back from that job, but whatever. At least I got but I left before the thing we were fucking there for.
It's
so
Tuesdays.
which sucked because like if I would have just like it was Wednesday night for this thing first of all, which was also whatever. But like if I would have known that if I would have known this like the whole speedrun thing didn't happen until fucking 10, like I could have done this assessment thing before and met them up and be like, oh hey, we all had a good night.
Right.
But whatever. The point is, I got to communicate with the friend's boyfriend or whatever, and we all got to meet him and played fucking Gauntlet Legends, which I didn't know how to fucking play.
Is he hot?
No.
No.
Sorry. That's. I mean, I'm not dating him, so it doesn't matter to me. But he's. I mean, it'll be a competition between you and him to find out which one of you is skinnier if we all ever hang out together.
I'm not that skinny anymore.
I know.
I like measured myself.
But he's like gangly, so which is fine. Whatever. He's a game developer. What do you expect? So.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
That's cool. No,
yeah. Whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah.
John.
I forget what his name is. Torkenstein or something.
What? John Carmack.
Yeah, John
Hi.
Carmack. God, that'd be amazing.
I'm John Carmack.
Oh man. I'd be so jealous.
I've laughed so fucking hard. I mean, like, Taylor, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Living
that's
her
awesome.
best life, clearly.
I also went out this weekend.
Yeah.
No, I went out this weekend with...
I didn't go out this weekend. I went out on a Wednesday.
Fuck.
I stayed in this weekend and built this fucking thing. And then slept in until... I didn't actually sleep. I stayed up till 5 doing that. I woke up at fucking 8. Because my goddamn alarm was on my phone still. I was like, fuck. Because I have it set for every day. Because usually I just sleep like a normal person every day. And I was like, oh, fuck! It's 8 o'clock! I was so goddamn mad. I was like, fuck. And I can't, it's like, at like 6 o'clock in my room, you can fucking read a book. It's so fucking bright outside.
Get drapes that fit.
Well, I have like the little like cloth belt that goes with my robe, and I just tie that around my eyes.
Well, just buy a sleep mask.
I know.
And buy one of the shady thingies. What are they called?
Curtains?
Yeah. No, get like that. There's like the blackout curtains. That's what they're called.
Remember what I did when I like 5 houses ago or whatever? We got I had large slabs or sheets of styrofoam, and I cut them out to fit the windows and just completely blacked out the windows. You do that again?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I don't know. It just sucks.
Just get
So
blinds. Just get like I said, get those the blackout blinds.
I've started sleeping in my bed upside down too.
You're gonna die.
What is
that one of those fucking fan death things from North Korea or South Korea?
What?
Korean fan death.
No, what about it?
Bringing it back.
Okay.
What do they say? I'm John Carmack. Y'all want to go to... Y'all want to go to space? I have Richard Garrett.
Whatever.
Who's Richard Garrett?
That's not what it says.
What does it say?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Pull it up on your phone. I don't know.
All right. Man, I'll do it some other time.
Whatever.
Okay, so you met with John Carmack. No. Okay, so you're sleeping upside down.
Upside down. Which is not... Why is that bad?
No, it's not bad. I'm just saying it's weird.
I mean, it's a little weird.
And South Koreans think you can't sleep with a fan on. So.
Yeah, no. There's definitely a fan on my room. Like you can probably tell by my hair.
You can sometimes I'll sleep. I used to when I was at a twin bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would sleep in it upside down.
Yeah.
And I would sleep
Well,
better.
cause it's like I have it set up so like I have my bed and like you would put the pillows at the top towards the wall because I would act as like a headboard. And I don't have a headboard. I don't have a fucking I don't have anything. It's just a mattress on the floor is my bed.
Ladies. Okay. You want to get fucked on a mattress?
You want to do some comments?
Yo, want some cummies? Anyway. I hate that word. I hate that word. Okay.
If you've got a pussy. No. Anyway.
Okay, so.
What was I saying?
He cheated Ultima. What? Oh, he created Ultima.
Created Ultima. Richard,
Ultima Online?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Richard, the G, I can't tell that's Richard Greer. I don't know. Fuck it. Not Richard Greer. What the fuck are we talking about?
Fan death.
Oh, no, sleeping upside down. So, yeah, I have it set up so it's like my nightstand thing or whatever. I have like it's like 2 drawers and I put like all my shit on it, my phone and everything.
Yeah.
And then but that's where when my feet go now and I sleep the other way. It's nice because when my phone goes, I have to actually
get up and
I have to actually like sit up and do it. Yeah.
So
So it's bad.
yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. So it's kind of really bad though. Like the other day, I was just like, I got my laundry out of the dryer and I was like, I need to go to sleep. And I just threw it on the floor. And then I woke up the next day. I was like, I gotta put fucking clothes on. I just like rolled over and just like grabbed shit. I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to get up yet. I was like, I'm dressed. I'm gonna sleep for 5 more minutes. That was trash. I was a fucking garbage monster. Jesus Christ.
What time do you go into work?
9.
Oh my god.
And I wake up at 8. Because I shower the night before and I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, I showered the night before too.
Yeah, I was waking up at 7 and I was like, I have too much fucking time. Especially since I moved like a half mile closer or whatever. I'm just like, oh, what the fuck can I do with myself? I can leave at like 8:40 and get to work on time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the traffic doesn't go that way.
No, and it's just straight north on the 202 or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that luxury yet.
No.
That's fine. Well, I'm glad you're doing something to make your sleep better.
I don't know. It's feeling more comfortable.
It feels like you're feeling more comfortable.
Lady. No,
Okay.
What else are we talking about?
No, you're still talking about
the bed thing?
The bed thing.
What about it?
No. Wait, no. So
I got you distracted.
We're past the bed thing.
Okay.
No, I was talking about how I went out this weekend. That's
Wait, what's the fucker's name in Majora's Mask with the purple hair? They have to do like 40 things for.
Cafe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Andrew. Cafe and Andrew.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Nah, that makes sense. No, but we went out to this.
Why don't you call it Cafe's Cafe or something?
That's really good.
That's not good.
That's pretty good.
That's bad.
Yeah, because it's a bar. Who's gonna want to get
inside the moon, or whatever? The end
No. Majora's Bar. No, that's definitely trademarked.
I'll tell you a good name for a bar is you name it after the songs. You have a bar called Bolero of Fire. Everyone's gonna go. Be fucking dope as fuck.
Bolero of Fire.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
People are gonna be like, "The fuck is a bolero?"
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's a fucking banger.
You go down. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So
time to warp and forget I don't have the red tunic on.
Oh yeah, I always do that. Because they teach it to you in such a weird place.
Yeah, but then like you warp and it's just like, oh fuck, I forgot. Like as you're going, you're like shit, and then you have to put it back on and you catch on fire. And you go there as a kid and your fucking Deku shield burns.
My friend's leaving the.
Oh fuck.
My friend's leaving my job.
Okay.
And she's like, "Let's go out to celebrate."
You're leaving?
She's like, "I'm leaving, so let's go out and have one last good time."
Okay.
One last good time.
She's dying.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
Or she's going to another work.
The big cancer.
We meet up with the secretary and I. We meet up at this place called. What's a good way of explaining this? It's called Hanny's.
Hanny's?
Yeah, Hanny. It's in downtown Phoenix.
Is it like Denny's but worse?
It was like walking into BioShock. It was like walking into Rapture. Like, the city. Right. It's an old ass building in downtown Phoenix, but it's all Art Deco. Like, all the decorations and stuff they would have in BioShock with like the gold, like multi-layered type stuff. Like just think the BioShock lobby, like just BioShock. Okay. Like just like that.
It's all full of water and
yeah, it's full and but
people are wearing rabbit masks.
And it's a kind of
there's a vending machine for bullets.
Kind of. Okay. So like they have an elevator in it for this fucking restaurant bar thing. And they have 2 elevators technically. One actually works. The other one opens up, and there's just a fucking glass, and then you can see straight down to the center. So if you accidentally step in it, you're like, "Whoa, fuck!" There's like a hole there.
Great.
In order to get to the bathroom,
man,
I know we're all gassy today.
How great would it be to have a bar where just the fucking floor is mirrors, people and the ceiling, just be like people are in like a fucking elevator shaft constantly feeling.
The in order to get to the actual bathrooms, there's it's like a hall of mirrors, and then they have mannequins all over the place that have like deer antlers in them, and they're all they're all made up of sequins, and the waiters all wear like lab coats, and
sounds so bad.
The men's restroom has a window into the kitchen. It was so weird, and then in the basement they have it's like. They have when you step directly into the restaurant, on the right side, there's a staircase that leads downstairs to the basement. Hang on. It's a fucking warehouse, right?
What perspective is worse between, like, you're a dude taking a shit or pissing and you have to see people cook, or, like, you're cooking and you're seeing people piss or shit?
I don't know. It was
which one of the...
I've only been
worse for where there?
Well, I don't think they can see inside the bathroom from there. Because it's like
I guess I didn't think of that. I guess they wouldn't. That would be like some sort of privacy violation.
Yeah, it's like in the ceiling. So
that'd be amazing.
It's like the windows up there, like
What is like a spy thing? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
but it's like right at eye level from where you're pissing. So
That's
it's
so
it's
weird.
really weird. And then you go downstairs.
There's no way they can't also see you though. Like
don't-
they don't make like fucking police glass for this shit. Like it's not like one way
No,
window.
I think they do.
Really?
Which is really weird.
That's weird.
Because it was just a really weird kind of. What does that say?
Hello, somebody. Somebody says
Hi.
hi. Hang on.
They're orange. What's that? E.
It
Hello.
looks like it says Hazelit.
Hell, sell it.
Hazelit.
Hi.
Can't talk. Hi.
Um.
What's up?
So you go downstairs to this fucking in
To
this
this weird
restaurant.
Voyeuristic piss
It's,
bathroom.
and
piss,
then
piss
there's
kitchen.
like a steel cage all around you when you
Uh-huh.
get all the way downstairs, and there's just like a table with just dolls, like porcelain
This
dolls.
is like you made this up.
No, I did not.
This is some churro shit.
No, I'm serious. I have pictures. It's the difference between me and churros. I take pictures of my shit
Oh, I see.
I'll show you-
Of your shit? Is that what you
Yeah.
have to do at this restaurant?
and my homeless dude shit.
Oh.
Food was good. Drinks were great.
Great.
But that thing, it was like it's so weird. It's just in the middle of downtown Phoenix.
This is so
There's
weird.
just like this fucking. And then we went to Valley Bar. I don't know if you've ever been
Nope. Probably once.
there. Valley Bar is like it's in an alley.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Huh.
when you walk in, the first time you take somebody in there,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be like, follow me, into the weird alley because
dude.
it's weird, it's creepy, but everybody falls for it every time.
Great.
And so we go downstairs we go into the alley,
Uh-huh.
and then we go down into the Valley Bar. They're playing like an 80s night. It was
Sure.
cool. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I recommend it. We should do that
Okay.
sometime.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
should do that.
I think you want to take you to Haney's. It freaked me out.
That sounds like the worst place.
It's great.
That sounds like Saw 8.
I'll show you. It kind of is.
Or no, Saw 8's real now.
Which one's the one that has like the brain surgery one? Which Saw movie?
3.
Is that like 3 or 4?
3.
Okay.
4 has the autopsy.
Well, it'd be more like
With
Saw
that
3
super
because
realistic fake body they have. In
I
4.
don't remember that.
4 they have him on the autopsy table and they take like the wax coated cassette tape out of his stomach.
Oh right.
Yeah.
That was fucking gross.
Yeah. What you're talking about sounds like 7 at the beginning, where they have the it's the two guys that have the razor blades they have to push back and forth between each other, and like they have to do that because there's a it's
Oh, the
it's
lady
like,
hanging
it's
out
like
there.
it's like a triangle thing. So it's like there are 2 razor blades between me and you, and there's room for us to both just stand still like that.
And it
But
keeps the bar
there's
straight up.
also one in the middle where it's like if you push it, it would angle it away from the center, and in the center is like the woman they're fighting over.
That's it.
And then they realize that she's like 2-timing both of them, and they just let her die instead because she's like slowly being lowered
Trust
down
no
to it.
thought.
But the reason that reminds me of that is not because of the weird death implications and everything. Is it because that trap is like on a corner store where it's like all glass and everything. It's like open to the public
right,
to
yeah,
see.
because people are just watching them do
so
it.
that's what that reminds me of, the weird piss bathroom with the kitchen. I don't know.
It's really weird.
Saw 7.
Saw 7.
It's got Chester Bennington. Go watch it.
It does. Maybe that's how he did.
Yeah, being a skinhead.
Yeah, and just fucking falling or getting
Neo-Nazi
launched
weirdness.
out of a. Oh, that was a really bad death, by the way. Because like he gets because it was the girls underneath the car,
Yeah,
and she
it's
gets
4
her,
people get killed by the same car, basically.
She gets her face like deja vu'd out. Just, and then
Yeah.
what happened? There's a guy on and like directly at the wall. It's not, shut up. It's like the guy at the wall, right?
No,
he gets hit by the car.
No. Yeah, there's a guy on the wall. There's Chester's in the driver's seat, and
He's,
like
like,
his
stuck
back
to-
is like glued to the fucking or like melted to like the driver's seat or whatever. And then there's somebody behind him like hooked to the car.
Oh,
so when
okay.
it drives off, it fucking DJ heroes the girl's face, and then drives off and like pulls out the dude's like rib cage or something behind him, and then he hits the guy that's like tied to the wall in front of the car, and then like Chester like goes forward and like his back rips off or whatever.
His back rips off and he goes through the windshield. He
Probably
dies on
also
the hood.
dies that way.
Yeah, that would suck.
I don't know if I'd want to survive my back being ripped off anyway at that point,
I mean,
especially all my friends are dead.
all my friends are dead.
DJ heroed my face.
Thanks, Mike Shinoda. Anyways, so
What?
I love you.
Oh no!
I was there. I had to do it. I love you.
Oh, you
Anyways.
should do that cover.
What, all my friends are dead? Jesus Christ.
Got to take it one step further.
No, it's fine.
Oh, we lost viewers. Forget about that. No, doesn't matter. They're like, why are they talking about Saw? Fuck this shit. Now I know. That's the real reason all my friends left me. No.
Because eventually...
No, everyone I made watch that movie is still around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Kane.
Rip.
I remember making Kane watch Saw 3. He was like curled into a ball by
Yeah,
the end of it. He couldn't handle. couldn't deal.
Which one was Saw 3 at
With
the
the-
ending part?
The part that got him the most is when the black kid has like his limbs twisted off.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't good. And then his head is like the last one.
Yep.
Yeah, that movie like seemed cool to me. Like when I was an edgy kid, it's like, oh yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, I got really into
wouldn't do
those
that.
partly because like there's like a whole like mystery to it, and it's fun to like try to guess what's gonna happen or whatever. But it was also like I got into those around because I had a really strict mom and still do, and she was like, "You can't watch rated R movies till you're 17." And I watched all of those when I turned 17. Like that was the first one I saw in theaters, probably rated R movie.
Like, this is my first and favorite one.
Yeah, I got all into it. Well, I saw the fourth one was when I was 17.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, 'cause
But,
I didn't watch
But
Saw 1
like,
until I saw
but
it
like
with you.
thinking about it now, like we can talk about it, but like I don't know if I could watch that again. Like I don't know. I feel like I haven't. Like my stomach isn't as strong anymore. Or
Oh,
something.
really?
Like I don't know. Maybe.
Like you get
It's hard
acclimated
to-
when you get exposed to it a lot.
Yeah.
But those movies are particularly gory.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I've had anything. I haven't like witnessed anything like that lately. It's like I was able to deal with it when I was watching them because it was like 7 in a row or whatever, and I was just like, okay, this is fine. But like now it's been a while since I've seen anything that bad.
I can't think of another movie that's been recently that's been at least a horror movie that's been like that.
I mean, anything that's even remotely graphic that I watch is going back to Game of Thrones or whatever. It's just like, oh, this guy had his head cut off or his eyes poked out or whatever, and it's even not even that bad
That's true.
comparatively. Like
I just remember like there was that one scene where like they have to stick their hand in the saw and it's just like
Yeah, that's in 5. That was
that was not a good one.
that was the
that was the one where they had to work together.
Yeah, and the only person that lives at the end is Dexter's wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Spoilers. She didn't
Yeah.
live in her own show, so she had to live in that. She had a double wide back scratcher at the end because her arm was like split down the middle.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah.
Some gross shit.
Anyways, do we have questions today? I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
What do we got for questions today,
Let's
sir?
see. I got them somewhere.
All my friends are dead.
Which Saw is your favorite?
Which Saw is my favorite?
No.
Oh no, I'd have been like none.
No.
Hmm.
The
The first one actually. The first one's probably my favorite.
It's good, except for the parts where it's not in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Those are all bad. Fucking Michael Emerson chasing Donald Glover in like a really bad car chase, where it's like obviously just like
They're
their
just standing-
car
they're
with
standing
like
there.
a green screen behind it, and they miss with their guns more than stormtroopers do. It's really bad.
Yeah, nobody in movies can name.
Yep. Anyway, let's see. Question. Sebastian wants to know what's your least favorite genre of game, and then there's a second part. So let's do least favorite genre of game first.
Least favorite genre of game. More recently, my least favorite genre of game has actually been platformers. I think I'm just bad at them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just really, really bad at them.
Hmm.
I used to be better.
Yeah.
I think my timing's gone soft.
Yeah.
How about you?
Least favorite is weird. Like I.
Least favorite.
Yeah.
Which one do you hate the most?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this, I think in this scenario or in this question,
Hate the most. Hate the most.
is this thing shaking? It is shaking.
What?
No, your slave one is shaking. You must be scared.
Oh,
It's okay.
trembling in fear. He doesn't
Yeah.
know his least favorite genre either.
He has to agree with you.
Yeah. His. Never mind. I can't think of. I guess like sports shit or whatever.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, least favorite would mean I actually like play them and don't like it. I guess because I don't play sports games.
Right.
I'm not getting shot at tournaments or whatever. So
Oh, we didn't talk about that. We'll talk about that after.
yeah, sore
Yeah.
losers.
It's worth mentioning.
Whatever. I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
like racing games. I don't know.
you don't like racing games? Because then
Like I play Mario Kart.
like Nintendo does every genre well.
Yeah.
So like their sport games are fun. Their racing games are fun.
Sure.
Their RPGs are very fun. That's what.
like I'm like the most I can think of right now is like I'm playing a JRPG and like I'm not inclined to finish it, but I don't dislike it.
Right.
It's just like a lot,
It's just a lot of ones.
right?
It seems like it's something that you need to devote a lot of time to. Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sebastian's the one that's playing it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's that.
JRPGs.
Yeah.
You just don't have the patience for them.
But it's weird because like I'll have the same thing with like,
Like open world games, I think.
maybe open world games. I can't tell what I like worse between those two, or like less. between those two, between open world games and
JRPG.
JRPGs. Probably JRPGs. Yeah.
JRPGs.
Well,
Jorpigs.
yeah.
That's
I mean, Assassin's Creed Origins got bad towards the end. But that's because it was like a fucking JRPG at the end, though.
Why?
Because it's like, oh, you have to be a certain level to do this story mission. It's like, really?
That's
shit got annoying.
that's
So
literally
that's why I don't like JRPGs, because I don't like. I mean, sometimes it's okay, but the grind is like why don't you just put enough in this game for me to do? Why I have to fucking fight the same thing a bunch?
Well, there's different.
Why I have to find this exploit to fucking level myself up? Why doesn't it just work?
There's different games that have a very, very heavy grinding parts to them.
Those are also like the games where I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking turn off this music and play my own shit because I've heard the same battle theme every fucking time I'm in battle, and
like
I've heard Ulbrich say, "Oh, my blade is unbending" or whatever he said. I'm like, all
my
right.
blade is unbending.
Right.
Every time you push his ultimate or whatever.
Yeah.
No, like this Gaia, for example. This Gaia has like actual mandatory, not necessarily mandatory, but it has really, really grind heavy content. Back when I played JRPGs more, but stuff like Final Fantasy VI and those stuff don't really have it as bad. Just a lot of people like to over prepare for bosses, which I think is kind of dumb because that's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
If you just tap A,
Well, I don't know.
you'll be okay.
Because like I like Pokemon, which is technically a JRPG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like that game is fun to grind in, I would say, because like you can capture the things you grind against, and also each individual creature you're training can like it changes physically, like you get like a different thing to look at or whatever, so it's not always the same thing forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And they also do that pretty cool sometimes where it's like you can re-challenge the guy you already fought in like certain games. They keep it kind of fresh.
They had that one. I think it was Pokemon Silver that had the phone.
Yeah.
You could call him, or they would call you. Be like, "Hey, he's like, hey, I caught a magic card today. You wouldn't believe it."
Versus Seeker, they brought that back.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it was in a different game. I don't think the most recent one has it, but also like what's that called? Like level creep or whatever. Like it's never too bad. Like you're always kind of in line with the story. If you're like just like the rate of encounters you have, like it's never so bad where it's like, oh, I'm 10 levels like behind on this, and like,
yeah.
Whereas like fucking, I did like the crazy grinding thing that I did, like that exploit or whatever I did for Octopath Traveler, and then I did the area that was by then 10 levels lower than me, and I still like fucking barely made it through. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Really?
Yeah, it sucked. I was like, fucking for real? And like maybe it was like, and Sebastian's like, it just gets worse from them. Like that doesn't make me want to play it more. Like, that sounds like the fucking worst. I don't know. And like eventually he's talking about like how he's doing like fucking 12,000 damage and shit. I'm like, maybe it's just a lot.
Maybe you need to upgrade.
And that's part of why Octopath Traveler, like the whole not having a singular story or whatever, it's just like, oh, I like it's more daunting when it's like you have fucking 8 stories to do. I'm like, really? This sucks. This is the worst.
I haven't gotten far enough in the game where whenever you get, if you're like say level 30 or 40 or whatever, if you get a new character, do they start at level 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Every character you get is a different, or they all start at level 1.
That seems really annoying.
It is, because I got a character that was like level 8 and I had a character that was level 20. I was like, okay, time to like level this character to level 20. And then I did that, and then my character was like 32. I was like, he's always 12 levels ahead. This sucks. What the fuck? This is the worst. So, yeah. But then it didn't help me anyway, because I fucking went to that boss fight and I was like, oh, you died. Even though I had like all my bases covered in terms of like healing and DPS and all that shit. Magic.
Final Fantasy
Sucked.
does it good. It does it very well. Whenever you get a new character,
I did the leveling thing in Final Fantasy IV I told you about, where I just like encountered that enemy that just kept spawning new enemies.
Yeah.
And just left it on for like 10 hours or whatever, and I was over leveled, and I just went through that game. Yeah, that was, but like, yeah, like,
don't do exploits. Maybe that.
Well, yeah, but then I did that for this game, and it fucking doesn't matter. I still get my ass handed to me. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
That's true. That's a good point.
I don't know.
What was the other part of the
I'm
question?
complaining because this game isn't easy enough after I bullshit it.
What was the other part of the question?
Oh, right.
Shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, if your favorite developer made a game in that genre, would you give it a shot? So, BioWare makes a platformer. Or is BioWare your favorite? No, I guess not anymore. Sorry. Who's your favorite developer?
Fuck, that's a good question. If you really... shit. 'Cause my favorite developers are all dead. Like, they killed them. Like, there was Visceral. They killed it.
Well, Platinum
Platinum Games making that platformer?
That'd be
I'd play the shit out of that. No, that'd be the best. Are you kidding me? No, I definitely play the hell out of that.
Oh my god.
You could make any character into any one of their IPs into a platformer. It'd be great.
That'd be so
or just come up with a brand new one. I'm sure they would.
Yo, they could
I'd be
make.
definitely down with that. Yeah.
Yo, if they made.
A
platformer, and it was basically Sonic the Hedgehog stages, but you were the guy from Vanquish, it would be perfect. Fucking loop-de-loops with your rocket legs and shit. Like a combination of like Sonic the Hedgehog and like Mega Man. That'd be fucking sick.
I would play the absolute fuck out of that.
I mean, yeah, any sort of platform they could do.
Did they confirm Vanquish 2? Or what am I thinking
No.
about? What was I
I
thinking?
don't know.
I remember. I don't know. It was backwards compatible. That's what it was. I still have it.
Okay. Yeah, that was a while ago, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I'm all messed up now.
Yeah.
That's really weird. No, I play the shit out of that. What about you? What they took your favorite thing or your favorite developer?
I don't know. Who's mine?
Who is your favorite developer?
I don't know. Like Nintendo at large, I guess.
Nintendo Open World. They already did that.
Well, I'm trying to think of JRPG specifically.
Okay.
And like, I don't know. I play, yeah.
Mario RPG?
Yeah. Well, yeah, make a new Paper Mario that's like real. Yeah, I'll play that. I played the last one. It was great. Sorry.
Nintendo, please.
It goes back to Eric's dream. Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, okay. I got Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it's possible.
It's possible you'd get the old game again.
Fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
Whatever. I'll pay. I will gladly pay $60
I know
for
you
Paper Mario 1 and 2. Are you kidding me? I would have played $60 for Modern Warfare 2. And I didn't have to.
No.
It was a good day today.
Yeah.
It was actually an okay day up until that time. Anyways.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other developers or whatever.
Like, because Nintendo seems like it's easy. Like, Nintendo's an easy answer.
Well, I mean, Nintendo as a whole is a bunch of different developers together, so it's like it's weird to just say Nintendo.
Like Team HAL. Team HAL made a
I
JRPG.
guess.
But I mean,
I don't know if they're my favorite though.
Who would be?
But like fucking the guys that do Fire Emblem comes out and those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, I don't know.
They're good.
Those are like strategy RPGs. Those are kind of different than like the turn-based like walking around. And
like I said, it's hard with Nintendo because they're all gonna have they all do a bunch of shit.
So what's the developer I like that's not them? Just also Platinum JRPG.
I played the shit out of that too. Have they ever made a JRPG? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. They're doing that new game where it's like dudes in armor and like with lances and shit. Did you see that at E3? They like barely showed it. It was weird.
Oh no, yeah, I remember that now.
It was like, what the fuck is this? And it's like Platinum. I was like, what? Strange.
I watched a lot of stuff for that.
I don't know. Yeah, JRPG if they did it. I mean, it almost seemed like they were doing that with that Dragon game that's not coming out. Scalebound or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kind of seemed.
Dante's Dogma.
I keep seeing Devil May Cry 5 stuff, and I keep seeing Nero in that. I'm like, is it fucking Scalebound? I'm like, oh no. He looks so like that guy. Yeah.
He's just missing the headphones.
Yeah, headphones. He just has no.
Devil May Cry 5 looks great. He gets a robot arm at a certain point.
What?
It's not the demon arm anymore. He cut it off.
I'm saying that guy Nero has a robot arm instead of.
Yeah, instead of the demon arm.
Well, I'm saying instead of the guy with the headphones from. I'm saying that's how they're different.
Oh,
is that Nero's missing an arm? Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else any other developer that would do a good JRPG. I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that shooting thing.
Oh, okay.
Because we'll just do a quick side about it.
There was a Madden tournament. Some guy lost to the guy that won, and then he shot everybody.
Yep.
That sucks.
He's an asshole.
Yep.
And
it wasn't a duck hunt tournament. Otherwise,
I don't remember what his name was, and that's probably for the best because he shot himself and he was a coward.
Why did my brain immediately think Emilio Estevez? I don't know.
Emilio Estevez.
I don't know why. Now I got to look it up to clear Emilio Estevez's name.
No, I know it's not Emilio Estevez, but basically this guy.
So do I, but I disparaged him.
He'd had some history of being like a fucking shithead, and multiple times he evidently clearly had no method of coping.
Oh no!
What?
This guy David Katz.
That was his name?
Spelled like the company that makes third-party controllers.
Mad Cat?
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
It's Katz.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's his name, David Katz. Katz.
Rest in peace to... No, not even. Good riddance to bad rubbish. That fucking guy... the problem with that is that it opens up... Not only is it obviously a huge tragedy for everybody involved, because it was being live streamed, and you can hear, you can see that. Yeah, it's fucking haunting, and you don't like that kind of shit.
No.
But it also opens up to like this whole idea of people that play video games are good. It's remember that big discussion we had about is playing a lot of video games considered mental illness, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like this was not even particularly related to it in the sense of the whole premise is that when people play violent video games that you become a violent person.
Right.
And then this guy's playing Madden,
Mm-hmm.
It's like they blamed that Cho Sung Hui guy for Virginia Tech. They're like he was also playing violent video games, but his favorite games were like Sonic and stuff like that. So I don't what?
Sorry, I just saw Game Pass added Rage and Doom.
What?
Yeah.
Rage and Doom.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play that. That's fine.
I want to play Rage. That sounds good.
I never beat Rage all the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, fuck that guy. Anyways, go on to that question. I'm glad he's dead.
Hang on, I gotta use.
I'm sorry for all that he did.
You don't have to be sorry. You didn't do that shit.
No, it just sucks.
Did you see the thing from Modern Warfare 2? People have been like, "Oh, Modern Warfare 2 is backwards compatible now." It's like Fortnite, like Thanos snapping away, like disintegrating. It's like nobody wants to play this shit anymore because we got a real game.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna buy it right now.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the next question?
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2. No, it's in the games. It's a games with gold or deals with gold thing.
I found it already.
Okay.
Miss New Booty. All right, hang on.
What's the next question?
It just says play. Did I buy it digital?
You probably already have it digital.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, what's the question? Let's see. Niall wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Yo. What is the worst bug/glitch you've encountered?"
Modern Warfare 2, when it first started out, had a glitch where you could basically launch yourself across the map with a knife. It also had the fucking killing somebody from across the map with the Model 1887s. It also had unlimited care package glitch. It also had the game itself was fucking buggy.
These are all the worst things?
These are all terrible.
Okay.
They ruined the game.
Hmm.
And then the game got substantially better.
Yeah.
I know that I've lost a couple save files for stuff like that. I know you've had a lot worse experience like that, doing that. Tell them about that time with the achievement for the headshot thing.
Ah, fuck that shit. Oh, my God.
Tell them to the straight, man.
Okay, so Mercenaries 2, I got really into doing the achievements for that game. And, like, I got the one where it's, like, the viral one where it's, you have to, like, play with somebody that played with the developer or whatever type of thing. And I got that one pretty quick. And I was like, okay, now that I have this, I know I can get the rest of them. It should be easy. And I got, like, the $1 billion achievement or whatever it was called. Or you have to spend $1 billion. I can't remember what it was. And then there was, like, one to get, like, 50 headshots. I don't know if it was, like, while in a vehicle or what it was. But there was, like, and, like, I was doing the thing I did where I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. I was just like, oh, I found this place where they spawn, and, like, here's the easiest way to do this. And it was garbage, and that's why I don't do that shit anymore. But I was doing it at that time. And then there was this glitch that happened where this fucking guy that we used to know on, is that shit frozen? What's up?
I think it's frozen.
It's probably frozen. That sucks. Oh well.
Can't fix it.
Nah, I can't fix it. That sucks. That's annoying.
Anyways, keep going.
Whatever. Hopefully it's still fucking recording. Shit.
Yeah. If not, you can listen to us where?
What?
You can Google our shit.
If it's not recording, we don't need to say shit right now.
Okay.
We're just talking to each other now.
Oh, wow.
If it's not recording, I don't know. That's a separate fucking thing.
Oh, whoops.
But and if people are listening to us, then that's just that.
I can still hear the little... I can see that little
Not
ticker
frozen
thing
on
going.
my end. Okay. Maybe our preview is frozen.
Sweet. Thanks for letting us know. Who's
Thanks,
that?
Sebastian.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Anyway, worst glitch.
Oh, I also had that glitch in the
Oh,
last
right.
time.
The fucking guy from GameStop joined my game and it fucked me up. And he jumped in and got 50 headshots. He's like, cool, I got it. I'm like, I still don't fucking have it. And then he left. He's like, good luck. I'm like, fuck you. And then, like, I never got it. And every time I see that guy in person, I was like, fuck you.
Who was it?
Fucking Eric.
Oh.
Yeah. That asshole. I forget that. He's always like, I have a dual citizenship with Canada. I'm like, you idiot.
Idiot.
That was like his like crowning achievement.
That's fine.
He's like, I have a degree at ASU. And I was like, why are you still working here then? And then it was 10 years later. He's still fucking working.
Yeah, he's still working there. I love that guy. He was my manager.
He's great. Yeah, he's good.
He's a cool dude. He gave me shit for smoking.
That was, I don't know if is that the worst one? That was definitely the like most anger inducing.
Well, I know. I think I'm pretty sure I mentioned when I had to play through The Last of Us all at once because I couldn't save.
Yeah,
I couldn't
there was like glitch at
save.
the beginning of that game where you couldn't save, and you were already like 6 hours in.
I was
or
6
something.
hours in. I'm like, I'm not about to do this.
Yeah,
it's all right. It made everything better in the first place.
Right.
Anyway.
What was there was that I played that game Child of Light. that Ubisoft like art house JRPG that wasn't really JRPG because it's French.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a thing in that game where like if you fast traveled, you'd like lose all your progress for some reason. Yeah, and I did that, and like it's like if you didn't save before and then you fast traveled, it would like fuck you up. Or like if you like went to a new area and then fast traveled away, like coincidentally, it would just be like, oh, your game's like frozen, and then you don't have any data. And like I got halfway through, like I played it all in one sitting, so like I couldn't even like use cloud saves to be like, oh, this saved like the last time I played it. Like it was just like all in one go. I played like 6 hours in a row, and I lost all my data. And like I was playing that at Brian and Taylor's place at the time. And I was like, I don't know if I can play this game. And Taylor's like, this looks neat. I'll try it out. I'm like, okay, get me back to where I was. And she did. She's a fucking god. I love her. So she got me back to where I was, and then she let me finish the game from there. And then all I had to do was get like one more collectible, like post game, and I had fucking fast traveled to it. And I was like, fuck. And then like it like lost my progress to a certain point. I'm like, never mind. I'm fucking done with this shit. So that fucking pissed me off so bad. God damn it. In terms of like the worst like presentation wise though, like there was a Fallout New Vegas at the beginning of that game. You talked to the doctor. And I was talking to him, and his head fell off, and he kept talking. And it was just like rolling out the door, and he was just like, "Oh, chill. What's Wasteland Settler? How you doing?"
It's like new mission to come. Back
right.
in the saddle.
Yeah, his head just like pops off and just starts rolling around, still talking to you.
It's so haunting.
It's weird. Yeah, there was some weird shit in that game too, where it's like if you went into like the strip or whatever, and you had a certain hat on, and then you took it off, it would like break the game.
What?
Yeah, I forget exactly what that was. People can look that up if they want to, but it's just like you either have to have some hat, or you either put it on or take it off, and like it like half the shit like de-renders and like just breaks everything. Like it's just like everything's like invisible, like breaks.
That was
around
such
you.
a weird game.
That game was super buggy,
but it's so much fun. I love New Vegas.
I never finished it actually.
There was just a lot more like crazy stuff in that.
I was
game.
in the starting town, and then I walked a certain direction, found like a giant cross in the middle of nowhere, and then I got fucked up by scorpions. I was like, never mind, I'm done.
Hail Kaiser.
Great.
Anyways.
Anyway, he also says, yo, do you think roguelike / Soulsborne are going to choke on themselves like platformers did?
What?
You think there's too many games that are like Dark Souls or roguelike type things?
I don't think we're right at that. We're at that stage yet.
We had what's the word for it?
Saturation.
It's oversaturation.
Oversaturation. Yeah.
Complete global saturation.
Complete global saturation.
Wesker punch. Anyway.
I'm so excited for Resident Evil 2. So I don't think we're quite there yet because you have actual good quality games coming out at this time. Like they released a little bit. They released more gameplay for Sekiro.
Okay, yeah.
And that looks really good.
Yeah.
So Sekiro looks.
Well, there's also that game Code Vein coming out, which is like Dark Souls anime.
Yeah, it looks. And the big titty girls in it. Shout out to my guy Sebastian. Boom! Now it's out there. Okay,
no.
And then what else I was gonna say? They also because they have that. What we're currently I think being saturated on is going to be the open worlds because I think I mentioned this already.
Yeah. I
don't really care that much for the Spider-Man game that's coming out next week. Like especially now that Modern Warfare 2 is out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot. I love that guy.
Sorry, I just had to show him a tweet that I guess I'm not showing anybody else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry,
we'll share
Donald Trump being upset about something. It's hilarious.
What does it say? Oh, law. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, because John McCain passed away. He was our senator.
Is that what he said law for? Jesus.
No. No, that picture. But John McCain passed away. He was our senator.
John McCain passed away.
So
he had the big cancer.
The big cancer.
I was so surprised when it was just like his mother mourns. I was like, his mother's still alive. He died. Died at 81. His mother mourns. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, dude.
His mother's like as old as the country.
That's old as the country. We're trying to be respectful to an American.
His mother's as old as Arizona is.
Almost.
Born 1912.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's something else.
That woman.
105, 106.
Jesus Christ.
Oof.
At a certain point.
Yeah.
That's enough. No, but okay. So the secretary's like uncle.
Oh.
The secretary's uncle is. No, hold on.
They had a thing for McCain on the fucking news, and it's just like, here's all his accomplishments, and the last like two things are like lost to Obama and like some other failure, and then died. I was like, Jesus Christ!
You can't win them all.
And there's only like 7 bullet points, so half of them are fucking failure and then died. I'm like, what the fuck? What? You fucking suck.
Most of the time, the news they're pretty bad at handling that kind of stuff. Because I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
what?
Sorry.
No, I was saying that the secretary's uncle.
Yeah.
She works for the news, and she was like he was pretty familiar with John McCain, and because he works for the news channel.
Okay.
He's like a news reporter. I don't want to say his name because he's gonna get more followers, and I don't like him. I was kidding. I like him just fine.
Yeah.
But he was basically
all the followers we get for this show.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name.
Whatever.
For his part. But anyways, it was really weird because I see him like in person, and then I see him on the news. And I'm like, because this guy, and then we were talking to him on Saturday on Sunday when John McCain passed away.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that was Saturday. My bad. We talked to him on Saturday when John McCain passed away, and I was just like, "You doing okay?" You know, he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sad."
Yeah. I mean, he didn't. They opposite political parties, but still, like they were friendly towards.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, that's cool. I wish I had that job. That'd be a fun job. Anyways, rest in
Great.
peace, John McCain.
Rest in peace, I guess. Whatever. I don't care.
Mr. Warhawk himself. Anyways, go on to fucking. Anyways,
Trump picture. Shit. Where's the? Yeah, he's such a fucking baby.
I love him.
Ugh.
Anyways, go on to the next question. What was the question? He asked this question. Oh yeah, saturation. No, open world games. I don't care about this Spider-Man game because it looks boring.
It wasn't open world games he asked about. He
I know.
said roguelikes are souls born.
I know, but like I said, I don't think we're there at that point.
I think every roguelike is small enough that people will just find one eventually they like and just stick with it.
Yeah.
Like I did.
Like I would be remiss to be like, no, we didn't need Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Or no, we don't need Sekiro. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like these look like really good games, and it's okay to have multiple good games.
Right.
In a certain genre.
Uh-huh.
If we have a lot of bad games, then that's when it becomes a problem. It happened with first-person shooters because that's how we got like that legendary first-person shooter.
God.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, it was.
You get like Clive Barker's Jericho. That was bad. Dark Watch for original Xbox and PS2. That was bad.
Right.
You can't tell me that it wasn't. Time Shift was okay. Time Shift was fun.
What was that? APB? Was that first person?
All points bulletin.
Yeah.
That was like I guess like Grand Theft Auto type.
It was like a cops and robbers type of weirdness.
That was bad though.
Yeah.
That was like more open world stuff.
Yeah.
There's more.
That one game that was a shooter where it's like the whole box art was sideways because that was a gimmick. Was like you could run up walls or some shit.
Oh,
Inversion or
Brink.
Brink was something else.
Brink was bad.
Yeah.
Inversion. No, yeah. And then what's that one? No, that was the third person shooter I'm thinking about. Is that where you can like Fracture?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got tricked into buying $60 down the drain. Rest in peace.
I would have wasted that money anyway.
Ripperoni.
Let's see. Oh, and then he told somebody to ask a filthy question. So Sebastian wants to know what's your go-to porn site.
Go-to porn site?
Yeah.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
I like Pornhub.
It's a solid one.
Pornhub does good stuff.
Yeah.
They have good... Because now they have this like...
It's kind of like an aggregate of other shit too.
Yeah, they kind of get everything
They like steal everyone's shit.
I mean, that's fine.
Whatever.
But because they advertise for it. So
it's literally a hub.
They literally link to it, you know?
Yeah.
But now they also have like the community aspect so you can like, oh, here's this girl just posting videos of herself. I'm like, great, I'm going to watch these.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Do more of that.
Great.
Stuff to jerk off to. There's their cummies. Anyways, go on.
I just Google fat tits and I go, yeah. No. Sometimes I read porn too. It's good.
All right, Greg Miller.
What?
Does
he do that too?
That's like the one thing I remember about him.
That's weird. Not
yeah,
that he had cancer or reviewed Oreos.
Yeah, I didn't like it when I just remember that he was talking about because I don't like. I don't like
Oreos. I remember pulling him up, and Brian would be like, "Oh, it's fucking cancer boy again." I'm like, oh, fuck.
God damn it!
Like I was like,
we're such dicks.
Nah, Brian's the worst. It's fucking cancer boy. He's like, when will the cancer come back?
It didn't. He's fine.
I know he's fine.
He's fine.
Brian's so mean.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's fine. I love Colin Moriarty more, so it's fine.
I don't love any of them anymore.
I do.
I unfollowed all of those fuckers.
No, I love Colin.
I still see their shit. It's so annoying.
He replied to one of my tweets.
Great.
It's sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
Colin.
Yeah, I love that
idiot.
Dude. He's great.
No.
Hashtag. Colin was right. Anyways, go on to what was the question he was talking about?
He doesn't fucking promote our show on his shit.
Well,
does he have a show that's called that? It doesn't matter.
He's got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, great.
They're great.
Anyway, Expired wants to know what is your more underrated waifu in a video game? So he wants to talk about. He wants to know your video game waifu, but not the one you usually talk about.
My video game waifu that I don't talk about.
Yeah, your side bitch,
My side,
if you will.
my side bitch. Because Bayonetta is my first one.
Your main,
obviously.
main bay.
Main bay, and then like.
There's in the most recent episode of Lost we watched. There's a doctor in that, a Korean doctor that helps give
the most recent episode of Lost we watched.
Yeah, and his
fucking 12 years ago.
His name is Dr. Bay. It's great. I was just because that's funny now. It wasn't funny 10 years ago, but it's funny now because the words happen.
I still have no idea where that word came from. I'm really sad that it's here.
It was an acronym, and then they just made it a real word.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's Bay?
It's like before all else or something.
Jesus Christ. Neck yourself.
Yeah.
But
Lost has been pretty good.
My side
Michael
bitch
came back and he's a spy on the boat. I'm watching that shit recently too. It's been good. We just finished season 3.
My side bitch is probably Samus. I like Samus. Samus is probably my side bitch. If
Which Samus?
All of them.
What about Dark Samus? It's actually like a bunch of fungus in a human suit or whatever. What about Meta Knight? That weird ball with wings.
He's not a ball.
He is. It's spherical.
He's got arms.
So does fucking Pac-Man. You gonna tell me Pac-Man's not a ball? Look at Pac-Man.
He's like.
Look at Pac-Man.
He's got little feet.
Go get Pac-Man.
Where's Pac-Man?
He's right there.
Pac-Man's more of a ball than Meta Knight is.
What about Kirby?
Kirby's more of a ball than Meta Knight is.
Mega Knight.
Yeah, because balls don't have wings, as far as last time I checked.
Make Dreamland great again. No.
How can I help you, King Day Day Day? That cartoon was trash, but it was great.
Bandana D was never mind.
Shut up. Anyways, what's yours? What about yours?
Huh?
What about yours?
A side bitch?
Your side bitch.
I don't know.
Who's your main bitch aside from your side bitch?
I
don't know, man. I just Google big titties on Google.
Fucking Rosalina, I guess.
Yeah, because she's heavy in Smash.
Yeah, she's heavy in
Mario Kart
also. Yeah, that's why I use in Mario Kart. It's great. I guess she's my main bitch.
Yeah. So who's your side bitch?
Side bitch.
Which one of these fucking squid twins is your side bitch?
the one I don't have.
Oh, which one don't you have?
What's her name?
The tan one?
Yeah, tan.
The dark one?
The dark one.
The mean one?
She's not mean.
Oh, no, wait. The white one's the mean one.
Yeah. The white one's like a little goblin. She's the worst.
That's why Churro likes her.
That's why all of Japan
weirdo.
likes her, too. Fucking loli lover bullshit. Yeah, I can't remember her name right now. Marina.
Marina. No, I can't remember. Here it is.
Sorry, yeah. I remembered. Yeah. I don't have those amiibo, though. They came out in July and I haven't bought them.
Why don't you get them?
I don't know.
No. Go buy them.
I don't know.
You bought this fucking thing.
I only buy myself before my birthday. I have a birthday coming up.
Oh, my God. I'll buy them for you.
Don't buy me that.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I want to buy them. They're my waifus.
Yeah. The thing that sucks is I have to buy my 2-pack. I have to get the goblin. I have to fucking launch it
Throw
into
the
the
goblin.
sun.
Just give it to me. We'll shoot it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you want to shoot the goblin?
I want to fucking fire it into the sun.
What amiibo do you want to get rid of?
Like
that
Goku.
you know they're going to make replacements of? All of them?
That fucking Link one,
Everybody's
probably.
here. Huh?
Link, probably.
No, not Link.
Why?
Wait, which Link?
The shitty one, the Twilight Princess one. Get him out of here.
Not the shitty one. That's a good one.
No, they're gonna replace him with better one. He's fucking Breath of the Wild Link in the new game.
Yeah, but he's wearing socks in that one. It's weird.
Whatever. I'll get rid of that shitty Zelda too. They're making better Zelda. The Zelda from Link's Awakening is in Smash Bros.
That one looks really cool.
She's super cute.
I like that one.
That's my side bitch.
That's your side bitch? I don't Not your fucking goblin or the other goblin, the non-goblin,
With her fucking
the knob goblin.
with her weird like guillotine tooth that she has. Or not
They all have guillotine teeth.
No.
Teeth.
No.
Fuck. No, fuck.
Marina's an octoling. She's different. She has different teeth.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't have the weird knives.
Does she have like
and
one long
face.
curvy tooth?
That's what fucking the goblin has.
Oh.
Pearl.
Oh, is that her name?
Poil.
Oh, Poil.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that the last question?
Oh, let's see.
What else we got?
We got.
Do we got anything?
Oh, Expired has another question. He says, "Is there anyone playing what? Is there anyone that played the Sega? If so, what was your favorite game?"
No.
I'm hyped. They are announcing Streets of Rage 4. That's a thing.
Yeah.
There was a Streets of Rage 3.
Yeah.
I only played 2 and it sucked.
Yeah.
2 is bullshit.
They just announced the trailer. They showed the trailer for Streets of Rage 4.
Hang on.
Looks
Streets
cool.
of Rage 2 is bullshit.
Why?
And here's why. So that game presents you in a world where you can shoot and you're walking around. It's like a beat 'em up type thing where you walk and like the screen transitions and you keep going or whatever, and you can shoot like 4 directions. Mm-hmm. And then the final boss can shoot diagonal, and it's fucking bullshit. I hate it. There's like, and they just like spray across the whole thing. I'm like, fuck this shit.
It was an arcade game.
Oh, it's such bullshit.
It was designed to fuck you over.
And it's not even as bad as like the Simpsons arcade game, where it's just like, oh, Mr. Burns is launching nukes in his office. Like,
and
that was fucking
there's
bullshit.
There's literally
too.
no way to dodge them.
No. But
like
still, Streets of Rage was so fucked up.
Then wasn't that like a one-hit kill? So you had to put in new quarters like literally every 30 seconds.
There's like a corner you can go into to avoid it, but it's like really small.
Oh my god,
and it sucks. Yeah, and he's in like a fucking Lex Luthor's robot suit too, so it just sucks.
That game didn't make any fucking sense.
No,
that's fine.
It's fucking Japanese Simpsons where Mr. Burns has to rob jewelry stores.
I feel weird about Streets of Rage 4 because it looks like it's only a 2-player game.
No,
I mean the other ones were also, but the only characters they showed off were Axel,
mm-hmm.
Axel and Blaze, which is like the blonde haired dude and the girl.
Did you see they're remastering Onimusha?
I did see that.
I saw that and I didn't know what that game was. I was like, wow, this looks like a PS2 game.
Fuck.
I was like, oh. Yeah. I don't know. But Sega games, I don't know. Sega's pretty trash. I never had one growing up. I had friends that had them.
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like I had that Ultimate Genesis collection for achievements, and none of the games on there are good. Vector Man was okay, I guess.
Comic Zone is a shit game, no matter what.
Sonic Comic Zone is shit. Alex Kidd is shit.
Vector Man's
the worst game I've ever played. Altered
Sonic
Beast.
You did play that?
I fucking finished that game. I played that game twice. It's fucking trash. God, that game is such shit.
I got super high when you were playing that game. I was like, because we were hanging out.
That game is good because it gives you good like voice clips. Rise from your grave. Yeah, that shit is something else.
I got really quiet because Robert was like getting high in the bathroom. I'm like, I'm gonna go smoke with him instead, and I came back and I'm like,
yeah, well, because that whole game is also like a play at the end, yeah. And like Zeus is trying to fuck you up or something. I can't remember. That game's trash.
Such a dick.
The worst game on that particular collection though is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It fucking cheats. That game is such bullshit. That game literally, like, when you look up, because you have to beat like the whole game for the achievement for Ultimate Genesis Collection, and people's advice and like the achievement forums or whatever, when you'd go and be like, oh, what's your tip for doing this? Just set it to the highest difficulty and hope it fucks itself before it fucks you. Like that was like their advice. Like you could set it to the highest difficulty and like it would go so fast that it would like make its own mistakes and like fuck itself up.
Really?
It would like stack up too fast for itself and like break. But like even then it would still beat you sometimes. It sucked. It was just like luck. It was just like, it's like you're not gonna beat it, so just fucking
just reset every time.
Yeah, I don't know if you set it to the highest difficulty. No, because it was like you go against Robotnik at the end and it's just fast. And you just have to like you just spread out your pieces. Like don't even go for matches. Just like try to make as much use of all the space as you can, and like eventually he'll like get too much and fuck himself up. But even that took like 13 tries for me before I got it. I feel like it's like fuck, because he'll still beat you. It sucks.
I mean, at least you did it.
God. Yeah, I eventually got there. But yeah, it's like thinking back on all that shit. It's like, man, I spent so much time doing that. I could have just played other games.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have a backlog.
Maybe, but
I only got all the achievements on games that I loved. Like Bayonetta.
Did he ask like what Sega games were good?
No, I don't like Sega. I don't. The only Sega I like is Bayonetta. Bayonetta's a good Sega game.
I liked Golden Axe.
Did you?
That was all right.
And they made Golden Axe Beast Rider.
I don't know about that, but Golden Axe was cool when you got to play as the dwarf and you have the fucking huge axe and just fuck things up. And
every axe is huge.
Golden Axe is the best because like there'd be like scenes between levels where you're all like sitting at a camp or whatever, and some fucking little elves would try to like steal your shit. And you could fucking kick the shit out of them and get all your crap back. That was fun. I like doing that. I like beating up things. I'm trying to think of good Sega games. I mean, Mortal Kombat was better on Sega because it had blood in that version as opposed to the Super Nintendo one or whatever.
But that's more content-wise.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Because Sega themselves, I don't like any games that Sega published. Sega made.
Yeah, Aladdin Sega had a sword instead of throwing apples.
Yeah.
Like the Super Nintendo
that's
one.
True, yeah,
the Super Nintendo one was a better game, so.
Mm-hmm. Had a better boss fight at the end.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
Also, the Super Nintendo Lion King was better than the Sega Lion King one.
I can't think of anything that was.
I don't like Sega.
I like Dynamite Cop on Dreamcast. Me and Brian played the shit out of that. It was great.
Oh fuck! There's an RPG.
We had House of the Dead on his Dreamcast with the light guns. That was fun.
Did you really?
Yeah, Brian had all that shit. It was crazy.
Brian was one of the kids that had Segas.
Brian had literally everything, and fucking he still to this day has fucking the things that plug into the back of N64 controllers that you put Game Boy games into.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
Pokemon Stadium, and it still says Blockbuster on them.
I have a couple of those too.
Yeah, he has. No, Brian doesn't throw anything away.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not gonna get into that.
Wow. Anyway, last question.
Yeah.
Raphael wants to know if there was an Xbox handheld console hybrid like a Switch, would the general public like it, or would you personally like it?
Would I personally like it?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would
Yeah.
personally like it. Because
Would
Modern
you?
Warfare 2 is now available on this portable. We
But you couldn't like play it like we were just talking the other day. Like you can't like it's hard to do like online games. Like you can do Overwatch on Switch or whatever because you have it handheld, and it would be weird for like playing online.
Does it have? I mean, if it's something like the Switch, when I can have a separate controller, why would
Sure.
I? No, I mean,
I don't know, but I mean, last time we talked, you were all against it.
I'm against the first-person shooter aspect of it.
Okay.
If it's only gonna be like this.
Okay. You were concerned, but last time was more like the online and not being at home for your online connection.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong.
Because you're talking about like there's not really any games. We were talking about for like Diablo or whatever, or certain games where it's like there's not like an online only, or the games that are online only. Like how would that work, or how good would that be, considering that you have to account for people that aren't at their houses for like the strongest Wi-Fi. I don't know.
I guess it would depend, because if you have, for example, what for Diablo when Diablo comes out on the Switch,
Right.
we'll probably be playing it locally more than anything else, because
Right.
the characters themselves save, so you
Yeah.
can just play it on your own and then play it with.
They
your
also
friends.
have local co-op or whatever too.
Yeah, and it's
Like,
great.
You don't have to be online for it. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Blizzard comes up with all that
Yeah.
stuff on their own. It's fine. And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be against the idea. I
Mhm.
mean, but the problem is, I think maybe my concern is going to be that I'm going to be playing mostly single player games if I'm doing that.
Right.
Like, I don't use my Switch for multiplayer games
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah.
unless I'm going to be playing Smash Brothers.
Right.
But that, again, I think it's going to be a little bit better playing it through the local area network as opposed to like a wireless connection. Because you know how like with the DSs and the 3DSs you could just connect ad hoc to each other.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would prefer. But I mean, you're not going to have 16 random players with you anytime if you want to play Modern Warfare.
I don't feel like I'd like it.
Why?
Because like Xbox doesn't really have anything that lends itself to being
Portable,
handheld. Like I don't.
except Graveyard Keeper.
But that'll be like on Switch also.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just have I already have a thing for that.
That's true.
Like I was thinking about it the other day. I was just like, oh, like all these games that are coming to Switch are like ports of like PC games or whatever. But it's like I don't want to fucking use my powerhouse PC for fucking Binding of Isaac or whatever. Like I can play that on my like have it on the go and everything. And that's like it feels like it should be on something smaller like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't want to have like a fucking 4.3 inch screen playing like the next Halo. Like I want that to be on, like,
that's a good
this
point.
fucking huge thing or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
those games are a little bit more
right.
graphic centric as opposed to the
Yeah.
Nintendo games that are going to be a little bit more fun centric.
Right.
I don't know how I've been thinking about the Halo game. I'm a little iffy on it,
Wow.
even though I know nothing about it.
Uh-huh.
I'm still going to play the fuck out of it. I'm just like,
it's gonna be good. I think.
we'll see where we are with it.
Yeah, they've. I mean, it's officially Halo 6 or whatever, so
Yeah.
it's like it's not like
The art style looks different.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but the lighting,
I'm
everything looks
excited.
different about it.
That's my new banner on my Twitter is the
Is it really?
thing for that.
The
Yeah.
helmet?
Because for the longest time I had it as like the eyes for the girl from Cyberpunk 2077. Because I was super hyped for that,
Mhm.
and they just showed like 48 hours of gameplay. 48
48
hours.
Jesus.
48 minutes of gameplay
Fucking
for that
huge
game.
game.
And I don't even care. I'm probably just gonna get that game. Like I don't have to see what it plays like. I don't care. That's just a game I'll probably just get because I'm already sold from like 5 years of hype or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now it's at the top there. There's Halo.
Okay.
So
No,
I'm
I'm
excited
pretty-
for Halo. I mean, I like Halo. It's like how we talked about the Switch. If it was just a fucking rock, like I'd buy it. It's the same thing with Halo. Like Halo has my vote.
It's a rock, but it's got Nintendo on it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'd probably buy that.
So.
Yeah. No, I mean
Did you see the special edition Smash Bros?
with the steelbook,
Yeah.
and the controller.
Yeah.
No,
What?
I'm kidding. Of course I did.
Okay.
I just told you. Yeah, I mean, what do you want a steelbook for?
Huh?
What do you want a steelbook?
Because it's art. It looks so good.
But you're gonna buy digital.
Yeah. What?
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 What do you want it for?
I'll get a fucking double-sided magnet and put it on my fridge. Fridge art. have a thing I'm proud of instead of a dumb kid being like, I drew this for you, Dad. Fuck you.
Yeah, well,
You don't
Nintendo made
exist.
this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're having conversations with that imaginary kid.
Yeah. God. Instead of having a kid, I could just buy collector's editions and buy games twice.
You could buy a kid.
Oh, God.
Anyways, no, I mean, the controller looks cool, but I already have one. It's one of those things, and I'm not going to be playing with that controller. I'm playing with the GameCube controller because that's what they promised me. What?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can play the GameCube controller, but I wonder how it'd be just playing with Pro Controller.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
But I want to.
My thing is always like I want to be able to like host people and be like, I have all this shit in my house if everyone wants to come over and play Smash, and I'm not the fuck buying 8 Pro controllers when you could buy 8 GameCube controllers for like a fourth the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy them used for even cheaper.
Right, exactly.
'Cause people trade them in because they think they're going to get a bunch. You won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, I have a whole bunch of them anyways.
Yeah.
And then, those things are basically like, it's like, hey, we're going to have a dinner party. Do you have glasses?
Right.
Yeah, we have cups.
Right.
There you go. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of controllers.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not worried
I
about it.
don't want to be like, oh, here's like the half a Joy-Con or whatever. That's what your controller is.
Yeah.
So.
I had that with Mario Kart.
Which,
That
I mean,
made a
that'll
lot
probably
of
still be more intuitive than the Wiimote by itself, like sideways was for Brawl.
fun. Yeah.
Like, because at least there's like shoulder buttons and stuff on the Joy-Con, but like, I'm not going to do that to people. That's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did see the stuff for Cyberpunk. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, that's enough. I'm going to buy this game.
Nice.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Huh.
It looks fun.
Nice.
And I like fun.
Yeah, fun.
I miss fun. Because I think I told you, I'm the only one that played Deus Ex Invisible War.
Yep.
And I loved Deus Ex Invisible War. So I think this reminds me a lot of Deus Ex. Except no battery for stealth kills, at least as far as I could tell. Which was the stupidest thing. It's like, oh, I killed a guy with my robot elbow sword or whatever.
Right.
Got to eat this candy bar because I gotta replenish my battery. Like, nah, don't do that to me. It's dumb.
Don't do that.
Don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. Anyways,
Yep.
do we got any other questions?
Nope.
Or is that it? Sweet.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening, everybody.
I sacrificed a lot because I could have been playing Modern Warfare 2, but I'm here for you, son. For you, son.
I don't know if I'd do this like by myself if nobody showed up and just be like, "Hi, it's just me talking at you." That'd be weird. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for listening. No. We're on Twitter. I'm Rush20XX. He's Penny Spenya.
I'm at Penny Spenya.
At Penny Spenya. Don't add him.
9%.
That's what you do.
9%.
Sometimes I post pictures of you and me hanging out, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is Eric, aka literally Hitler." And there's like, what? I gotta find that picture of you with the shirt again.
I'll send it to you.
That's great.
I love that picture.
I know.
Thank you, Sebastian. We'll talk to you in the chat.
Yeah.
Where can they talk with us? Wait, who is that? I don't recognize that. Get a life.
Somebody says Nani is this. I don't know what their name
Nani
is.
is this?
Yeah.
This is Blowhards, bitch. Anyways, go out to keep doing your thing.
Go listen to our fucking podcast. You can find more of that shit on iTunes and fucking Spotify and all that garbage.
Yeah, you can find us on that
Google
shit.
Play, Google Podcasts or whatever that shit is called. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, go to his Twitter at Rush20XX.
XS.
XS. Rush20XX
Yeah.
for the link to the Discord, or you can
Hopefully
join
that
us.
works. I don't know. I mean,
You need to update it.
I have it on there as like an eternal link, so it should just be good forever, right? Maybe.
Right.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know. The camera stopped working, so maybe. It did
Yeah,
not.
I don't know.
It's supposed to stay on the entire time.
I mean, people are still talking like they're seeing us, so
Yeah, that's
maybe
cool.
That's the thing.
It's great for us.
Great. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week.
I have to fucking get up and go do the thing.
And meanwhile, I have to stand over here and just. Oh my god! Are you okay?
It's fine.
You stepped on the microphone thing.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind. Bye.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next
Shut
week.
us off, bro.
Hang on, I'm working on
Gotta
it.
play Modern
Oh,
Warfare
wow, we're
2.
loud as fuck. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that sounds okay.